Those who do signature modules, we also offer training on modules face-to-face and online. We also do scheduled trainings like this week. Today there's an exam training running for students, and we also, these scheduled training sessions are here there to enhance students' computer laboratories, computer literacy skills, MS Office 365 navigation, and with emphasis on file management, document conversion, and Teams, etc. Student technical support, as I've already mentioned, we assist with their technical challenges that hampers with their studies. Challenges ranges from MS Office, including MFA setup, academic software upgrade, and connectivity queries. I know most students, they bring their laptops. Sometimes we have those old laptops, but we try our best to assist you with that. We also have services for persons with disabilities, access to computers with devices and software tailor-made for students with disabilities. This in Sunnyside is in Building 13. Exam support with proctoring tool support when you come for assistance. Now, our services, we offer face-to-face support. We also offer online via Teams and emails. To book your session with our staff on MS Teams, please visit the Technology Enhanced Learning link or the Gauteng project site. When you go to my Unisa and you go to my admin, you'll find the Gauteng project site. That's where you can choose any office that you can visit to book your session. Right. Gauteng Regional My Unisa site, the one that I'm talking about, that when you go to My Admin, you click on the drop-down arrow, you go down, you scroll down, and you'll find the Gauteng project site. That's where you'll get regional announcements like today's activity, training sessions and their recordings, the training schedule, and any other additional support that you may need. For an example, if you are at work and you want to book for your laptop to be serviced, and then you can go back to the office, you go online there and you can book a session with our digital learning advisors. Now, these are the challenges that we have. Most students, when they come to regional offices, they don't bring their access cards, and sometimes it creates problems with the security. We also have a challenge of students who do not want to read their own work. Remember, we said we are technology-enhanced learning support. We are not doing your assignments. We are not lecturers, okay? We don't know the content of your module. So it's advisable that when you go to My Unisa, we'll assist you in logging on and also claiming your My Life. But it is still upon you as a student to read everything that is written in your tutorial letter 101 and also the announcements. And it is also your responsibility to check your exam dates. You cannot come 2 hours before, or you come today at 2 o'clock and say, my assignment is due today. Hey, I can't claim My Unisa. I heard somebody says this. And then you expect us to make a miracle in one day. So please take responsibility of your studies. Late submission of assignments, I've already mentioned how much it affects us as staff members. Examination after hours. Students always complain that they need gadgets, they need computers to write their exams. Remember, it's not every exam that you can write using a desktop. Those who are using Iris, you need a laptop that has got a camera, because Iris needs a camera. So please, before you sit for your exam, read at least a month before. Check the type of proctoring tool that you are going to use, because when you come an hour before your exam start and you want a miracle, you want cameras, you won't find them. Unfortunately, we'll have to turn you away. And don't be fair, okay? All right. The multi-factor authentication. This is a platform that the university is using for your own safety because of the cybercrime. It is a 2-factor authentication app. You use it, or you get your OTP before you can go into your My Unisa platform. Right. The other services that are offered at the regional offices, besides the technology-enhanced learning support, is the academic literacy, where you have workshops for undergraduate reading and writing, the postgraduate reading and writing support, where you have, there's always schedules posted on My Unisa and the Unisa website, where you meet with facilitators who will guide you on how to do your research and all other things that can assist you. We also have quantitative literacy support for those who are dealing with numeracy, numbers, mathematics, where you're still struggling with drawing of graphs or how to use a scientific scientific calculator. You can contact them. When you go to the website, you'll find the links, you'll find the schedules. Some of the correspondence are also posted on your My Life. If you check My Life email address, you will find schedules of how you can get support from academic literacy support. They also offer one-on-one support. You don't have to be in a workshop, or if you attend a workshop and you find this item is not done properly or you didn't understand, you can book your one-on-one session with them. We also have library services. We've got library in Ekurhuleni, there's library also in Sunnyside, there's library in Johannesburg, and there's also library in Florida. There you can book, collection, and return books. So you can collect your books. Remember, you also have a platform of booking, requesting a book online. You can choose any library in the region where you can collect that book and also where you can return the book. They are also offering online trainings on how to request book, how to get articles, and so on, okay? So if you go on My Unisa, you'll see there's a library icon. You can click on there to request books and see all these things that I'm talking about. There's also a service on counseling, which offers career guidance, personal and online support, and mentoring. When you're struggling with any life issues, you can contact them. You don't have to come personally, but if you go on our website, you can see a link where you can book them and have your session. So far, am I understandable? Are we clear on that? Okay. So all the regional offices that we have in Gauteng, we've got Florida, as I've already mentioned, the Vaal, Johannesburg, Ekurhuleni, and Sunnyside. These are the contact details of all the DLAs in each and every region. You can also find them on the website and also on the project site. Thank you. I don't know if I should take questions now, if there's any questions. And for those online, please, you can post your question on the chat box and we'll respond to them. Any questions on the room? Okay. In the absence of any questions, then we can move on to the next item. Can I have the program projected, please? I hope we are not losing you students, ne? Are you still fine? Are you still fine? Then do this. Shine. I know the sun is not there, but let's bring it. Shine, shine, shine. Okay. Yeah, thank you. The program, please. Mr. David, I think you are next.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's you. Okay, welcome. Can we give Mr. David a hand, please?
Oh, a hand.
No, yeah, money. Oh, take the hand then. Sure, sure, sure. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, this was quite cool because it was like last night, Kaiser Chiefs saying goodbye to 3 points. Just don't ask me who I support. Yeah. The other team that lost. But we'll still win the league, don't we? All right, let's get going. So I hope you guys are well. Okay, so on my side, should I share my presentation through Teams? Is that a yes or a no? All right, super. Ah, that's what I wanted to ask. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Yay! Awesome. Oh, it's this side. This side. All right, guys. So I'm part of ADOV, and I've seen some faces that were here not that long ago. Yes, we're back again. As I promised you, we'd come back. So I'm glad. Yes, that lady over there with the sundown shirt, you automatically win everything for today. That's my team, by the way.
Now that I'm wearing my Chiefs
No, that's all good, guys. So the online guys, you're not allowed to say who you support. All right, so yes, guys, I'm part of the ADOV team. We do technology. We push the boundaries. I was here, how many months ago, Casey? Was it 2 months? Last month. Weeks. It feels like a lifetime ago. So yes, we came and showed you guys some cool stuff with mobile learning. Now, the rest of you guys might not have joined us or know where the resources are. So this is the course that we have developed, mobile learning, and after me, another colleague is going to present on AI. So these are the technologies that you really need to know and understand, especially if you work or studying here at Unisa and you're writing online exams, you know all the challenges that you face, right? So this is why we are creating these courses. These courses are part of the DEAT project, which is a DEAT funded project with ADOV. And our commitment is to have open resources, which means it's not just for Unisa students, but actually for the communities as well. So you are most welcome to share everything that I'm going to share with you today. The very first course, how many of you guys have actually completed it? Those are the ones that actually know about it, who have completed this course. You can just stick up your hands. Mobile learning. You did it with me last time. Yes. Have you completed it? Not really. Oh dear, that sounds scary. The rest of you, have you heard of this course? Not. Wow. Okay. So if you haven't done this course, the cool thing is you can access it today, you can run through it, it'll take you a couple of hours, not too much, and then at least you've got some idea of how to look after your device. So this module, the first one, we tackled something called device care. In other words, with your smartphone and your laptop for that matter, what are those apps that I need to run to make sure that my device is working as efficiently as possible? That's actually what we're looking at in this module. So it's really cool, interesting, very easy to do things. If you've got a Samsung phone, it's even easier because it's actually all on here. It's in one location. The other phones, it's just moved around a little bit. You'll have to do some searching, but you'll find them there. Things like, can you remember, what did I teach you with device care? Aha, memory, yes, very important. What else can you remember? There was another face that I saw. Where are they hiding now? You were also with me a few weeks ago. A lot of stuff. Okay, that's good. That's the catch. Yes. Okay, remember, but you can find it on the other devices. You just have to look for them. If you've got a Samsung, guys, I'm just going to use Samsung as an example. If you go to settings of your Samsung, if you've got a Samsung, you might need to look for it if you've got other phone. Just go have a look at device care. Anybody got a nice green smiley face? That means your phone is doing well, it's being managed well, the resources of your phone are working well. Go to settings and then look for device care. This is what we covered in the first module, but I'm going to talk about the second one today. So in other words, how do I check to see if my phone is working well? What areas is it struggling with that I need to fiddle with to get it working properly? Things like the battery, how's it performing? Storage, how many pictures have you got that you don't need that you can delete, and videos? Remember, your phone needs free space in storage, otherwise it slows down. The memory, that's what you were saying, the memory of the phone. The more memory available, the faster the phone can work. But the more you fill it up, the slower it gets. It depends on the phone. Is it Samsung? Yeah. Under settings? Yeah, under settings. All right. It might have a different name. See, yours is just separate. There's battery. There it is, device care. No, it's not under batteries, just at the bottom. Yep, so it's in that long menu, guys. If it's a Samsung, they put it all together, but other phones, you find battery there, memory there, and you just have to go look for them. Go through this course, guys, run through device care, and go check how to set up your phone to check that it's working correctly. Do you all know how to hotspot? That's a skill you definitely need to know. In other words, how do I use my phone so that my laptop can use it as internet? Because trust me, you're going to write your exam, and the day when you write the exam, that's when the fiber is going to go red and say, oops, Murphy's Law, isn't it? It always happens like that. So yes, guys, so device care, very, very important. I will share everything with you guys, so don't worry about making notes and things, because when I show you the site, then you'll actually be able to access everything that we're showing you today, right over there. So hopefully, please go do the first one, the mobile literacy course. Won't take you that long, but we really tackle about device care, which is critical for students, QR codes, how to scan, that type of thing. Okay. Once you've gone through that, then please do come do the mobile first course. This one, again, we're also going to look at different things, but we are focusing on how do the websites work? How do you check to see how your device is working with the website? That type of thing. So the design. So we're going a little bit different angle now for you guys to actually understand how does my Unisa get built? What are the things that I would expect there? When I go to Amazon or Takealot, this is how I can change the views. How does it work? That's really what we look at. Then we look at mobile learning as a Unisa student, which all of you guys are. All right? What are the biggest challenges with students and studying online? Anybody? What's the challenge? Time management. Yes, like my colleague was saying, the student said, I haven't done any assignments, but I registered in April. What were they waiting for? Maybe Christmas. With Unisa, there's no time to waste. So awareness of where information is the biggest first hurdle for any new student. What are the challenges you're facing? Start with a D. And it's not David.
I was saying distraction.
Distraction.
Yeah.
Explain.
You can get distracted while you are.
Oh, distracted.
Yes.
Ah, okay. I'm hearing distraction. I'm a Madala now. Okay, yes, distraction. There's always things, people next door. Let's go shopping and you've got assignments to do. Yeah, okay, that's true. What do you,
I wanted to say you must have a constant data connection.
data, yes. That's the biggest challenge, is data, connectivity. We were in rural KwaZulu-Natal and it works beautifully. But the people there said, yes, David, but once Eskom goes off, then we've got no connectivity, mobile or otherwise. So there's the reality. Today it's working beautifully, but tomorrow might not be. Connectivity, data. Yes, you all know students didn't get data, hey? So how did you manage? You find free Wi-Fi spots. Okay, you've got it at home. Okay, so you at least got Wi-Fi at home. The other guys, what did you do? Did you go to the internet cafe or somewhere where there's a free internet? Came to campus, yeah. Yeah, the problem with McDonald's, lots of distractions there. You see the food going past all the time. So yeah, that makes it a bit tricky then. But that's the reality, isn't it? So yeah, that really makes us think. How do the websites work? Are they zero rated? You understand the concept of zero rated. So even if you don't have data, you should be able to access My Unisa. Is that true? Who's tried it out? Not anymore. Now that's scary. But thank you. So we need to test this out. I need to actually use a few devices. Casey, I think we must try this out. Let's get some devices, no data, and let's see what resources we can connect to, and we can give feedback to ICT. Because they've been telling us that it's zero rated, which means you can connect without any data. But on My Unisa stuff, not YouTube and TikTok and all those things. There you got a different problem. Okay, so that's interesting, because it should be. The last two options there is Microsoft 365 app, and then using some of the basic features. Do you all have the Microsoft 365 app? Are you using it? And using Copilot?
If they're not, they need to do it if we put it to default. So.
Okay, yes. That's great, guys, because this course actually we go into Microsoft 365, how to install it, set it up. Remember, you must use your My Life email account because that's where your license is attached to, so you can use Copilot. But then we've also got things like dictate, extract. And there's another one. What's the third one? Scan. Thank you. Yes, scan. Can you use all those three features? You know you can make study notes there with dictate, guys. You can actually read through, let it record yourself, and when you climb in a taxi and you're driving somewhere or flying somewhere, you can actually go listen to your study notes, using that time when you can't actually do anything else. That's really what we want to show you there. So very easy, simple things to do. Very importantly, with all our courses, we've always got a pre-assessment. So when you go to any of the ad-hoc courses over there, check it out. Why do we need that information? Because that tells us in the beginning, before you do the course, this is what you're understanding. At the end of the course, we want to see, did you actually learn anything? Or are there gaps that you would also want, other things that you want to learn? And then we build the next course for next year that you can actually then learn those other things. So pre-assessments are very, very important. So please do go and use them. They are built into the course. You don't have to worry too much. How do we get to this resources that David's talking about? Very easy. First thing, you're going to go to adovh.unisa.ac.za. So that's the thing that you have to remember from me. So if you want to write this down, or if you want to scan with your phone quickly, QR code, you can do that too. Give you some seconds. And you'll find the courses are listed all on here. Do you all know what co-curricular is? When you hear this thing about co-curricular activities? Anybody? Nobody. Wow, we need to really market it then. These courses, guys, not all of them, but most of them that are on the platform are part of the co-curricular. So what we're saying there is complete the course, do it all. At the end of the semester, you'll get a report card saying these are the courses that you've finished. It's recognized by Unisa, it's official, stamped document, and you can actually attach that on your CV. Okay, same like with your Microsoft. You do the online courses, you get the badge. Same thing, you attach it on your CV because that's officially recognized by Microsoft to say you've done this course, you've done it. There. So cool.
International accreditation when you actually write an exam and you pass the exam. It's international accreditation from us.
Yep. So Microsoft, pretty cool. So Unisa, we're also trying to do the same thing now, making co-curricular. All right, so you've all got this? All right, just make sure you get this from me because everything's sitting here. Then I'll show you. How do we log in? So when you go on the website and you click any of the courses, the first thing it's going to say to you, you need to quickly self-enroll yourself. So remember, they are 100% free, these courses. There's no fees whatsoever, okay? Right, so you're just going to click on enroll the first time, and then the course will say, okay, log in please quickly. How do we log in? The same way with my Unisa, with my modules. That same login procedure, exactly the same with the add-off site. Okay, so that's nice. It makes it uniform. Then we want you to actually introduce yourself. So the very first activity you'll come across is an introduction. Then you say, hi, this is where I am. This is where I'm studying or what I'm studying. This is where I'm living. But don't go tell people, here's my cell number, here's my street address. No, don't give personal details, obviously, guys. You don't know who else could go and look at that info, hey? Like the WhatsApp groups that you love to join and Telegram. Are you all joining those non-official Unisa WhatsApp groups and Telegram groups? Be very careful, because there are people in those WhatsApp groups who are seeing what you're typing, what module are you doing. Then 1, 2, 3, you get an SMS, oh, I can do your exam for you. That's how they're actually figuring out what you're doing, guys. So please don't share personal info. So yeah, just do an introduction. You'll see where other students are doing. We want to make it interactive so you can see each other in terms of, you know, some basic information, not study groups. Okay? And let me quickly show you how to do this. So I'm going to quickly demonstrate it for you. Where's my mouse? Oh, here it is. For a second I thought, where's my mouse gone? So I'll just go to ADOVH. If you do a quick Google search, you'll find it's the very first one right on top. Okay, cool. Yeah, there it is. Very first one on top. It's called My Student Skills Hub. Let me just do my left-handed move. Okay, I know ICT is busy working on it since Monday because we are upgrading the file system to make it faster, more efficient. Okay, so there we go. Module UN, did anybody attend this on Monday with me? Do you know what, guys? This course is so awesome. If you're interested in this type of thing, it's not for everybody. But here we have students who have been taught by a company all the way in India, one of our BRICS companies or fellows, comrades. And they are specialists with Model UN. And they go all over around the world. And these guys actually said to us from last year, we'll come train Unisa students and we'll actually do the course. We just had a simulation on Tuesday where the delegates went through the entire process to get to a resolution. Exactly how they do it with the Model UN that our president was at. Okay, so this was really cool, fun stuff. So they had fun. Online exams. Who's writing exams for the very first time at Unisa? At least you're all brave. This course, yeah, you're brave. But it's not that difficult, guys, because once you go through this course, and you've got your instructor right over here, trust me, it's not that scary. Because once you see, oh, this is how the tool works, I can practice it. When I get to the exam, I already know what to expect. Technology is a stress, 100%. So try to minimize that stress. When you used to come write an exam in here, there was no technology, no stress, and you just focus. But now, technology is in there as well. So this does change. But one thing about Unisa students, you can do it, absolutely. So go and tackle this course. We do have an instructor here. Come and visit the campus if you're struggling, guys. That's why we've got these people here. Computer labs, you better know who's working there. Get their contact details. The library, tutorial services. The day you've got a problem is not the day you want to figure out who's on campus. You should already know who's on campus. Okay. So yes, so that's one of the courses. There's the AI course. Whoops, and it just went a bit far. So this is also the level 1, which Richard is going to share a little bit later on. So yep, there we teach you how to use AI, but use it correctly for your studies. Okay, and then he'll explain that. There's the mobile learning one. So if you haven't done the part 1, there it is. This is the one where device care is taken care of, and it won't take you long to work through it, guys. Just basic things. This is how it works. But device care is pretty cool, because now you know how your device works. Then we've also got a HerTech series, which is for the ladies, getting you guys on technology. Now you all ask me the question. I know the guys are going to ask me a question. Why the ladies only? Question. What's the difference between boys and girls? You give them technology, what do? They don't come late. What's the difference? It is changing, definitely. I've seen with my own girls, it is changing. But when you give a boy something, they go and fiddle. Curiosity takes over. If you give a girl something, what do? Where's the manual? Let me follow it. That's just how our brains are wired. Even the vacuum cleaner. My wife said, "Oh, new vacuum cleaner, how does it work?" She took the manual, I'm fiddling. You see, there again, it was, okay, maybe a different generation. I'm a Madala level now. But yeah, so HerTech, really fun stuff. So there we go. And then you'll see the new courses are also over here. Drink. There's the one that Richard will be showing later on. So you just go and play around in here, and you'll actually find the courses themselves. The whole idea is, guys, we don't want these courses, there's all the exam stuff, to take too long. So it's short things that you go and learn, you get the skill, and you move on. And that's why these courses are short, not days and months and years. You can do it today, be finished today, you're done. Okay, let me just log in. It's taking its good old time. See, there we go. Because I'm not logged in, it's going to do, okay, you need to quickly log in for me first. So that's fine. You can use your My Life details. But the first question it's going to ask you is, are you a Unisa student, yes or no? So if you are a student or a staff member, it's easy, yes. It's going to log in. You got your My Life. But now you maybe Coco wants to learn, right? And you say to her, okay, but you're not a Unisa student. It's not a problem. Remember what I said? This is open to everyone. So they're just going to click on no, and then there's an option for create an account. Easy. But because you're a student, right, and you want that academic record or that activities record, please go and say yes, because that means we can at least track you. So there's your My Life. It's the only option you've got. And I hope it's not going to ask my MFA. It shouldn't. I did it this morning. Should be fine. You all know what MFA is? When you log in and it sends you a PIN, or you have to go authentication app. Is it working fine? Make sure it's working before your exams, please. If you got any problems, see the chap at the back. The DLA, Digital Learning Advisor. He's going to introduce himself a little bit later. All right, there we go. So there you get into the course, guys. You'll see it looks very similar to my modules, the same way it's laid out, the same way the activities flow. And there we go. So then I'm in. Then I can actually start working through the course and seeing everything here. Just remember, the green tick means I've done it. The white circle thingy-mabobbin means I still need to do it. So that's an easy way just to see, what have I done? What do I still need to do? Okay. Then you can actually work through the course this way. Right, let me go back to PowerPoint. So that's the most important thing I'm giving you. Because after this, you know where the website is, then you can access the courses. Yes, Vivian?
Question, on that site with all the learning units, is the Microsoft AI fluency?
I don't think so. If it is, it will fall under Richard's, because remember, he's doing the AI module. If he's online, Richard, you can answer that question. But I don't think I've seen it built in yet. I think we should. I think we were meant to. Sorry, you just dropped something. It's not money, otherwise I would have taken it. Okay, there we go. Thank you. All right, so module unit 1, guys, what we do here is we just go through some of the basic terminologies, because whenever you deal with technology, guys, people are always going to use the technical words. That's how technology is. Like AI, LLMs. Now everybody's like, what are you guys talking about? That's the way the world is with technology. So that's why with Mobile First, you'll see this is the format that we're following. So it gives you a better understanding of how websites work, how they should work, and actually how to identify very well-designed websites to ones that are really, really awful. Those scamming websites look good, but you can actually see them easily if you actually understand some of these terms that are on the screen. Okay, so I'm not going to take too long with this. Right, so let's have a look at some good websites. University websites. How do you find My Unisa, My Modules? Not My Life. My Life is actually Microsoft. It's not Unisa. But you use it. How do you find the website? Easy to navigate? First-time students, was it easy to find your resources? Yeah, look at everybody. No, that's perfect. That's exactly. Yeah, exactly. How often do we get that? Can you find your tutorial letters? No idea. That's probably why the student was waiting. He didn't realize it was there, or he maybe went to the website, couldn't find it, and thought, okay, maybe they're sending it to me. That's the reality. So that means we need to look at how is my Unisa's data flowing. How are you getting orientated? Did you all attend the orientation? Did they not cover my Unisa on there? That's scary. It's like maybe not, I can't remember. That's where exactly it should have been covered. And that's why I'm saying to you, the very first people as a Unisa student, so if you know someone in matric this year that's coming to Unisa next year, tell them, go to the campus, go meet the staff, get their contact details, because then at least you've already got that bubble of people around you. You need those people. All right. So you're saying university, not easy to find. It's not the first time I'm hearing that. Actually, every session we're getting the same feedback. So that means we need to go back and look. How is our website designed? Why is it so difficult for students to find the information? All of you guys are using TikTok, right? Instagram. How did you learn that? By fiddling, by using it. So that means you've already got skills. Now we need to understand, why can't you use the same skills on my modules? Where has it become too difficult? Do you all know what a drop-down list is? Who doesn't? Let's be brave. Who doesn't know what a drop-down list is? Because your lecturer said, click on the drop-down list. Don't be brave, man. Stick your hand up, guys. Okay, a few of you. All right, good. Some of you guys are brave. A drop-down list, guys, is this little fellow. Let me show you quickly. When I click on it, it gives me a list of things that pop up. That is what a drop-down list is. So when they say, go to my exams and click on the drop-down list, that's actually what they're talking about. There's something there, you click and it gives you options, and then you go select an option. That's what it is. Basic terminology, but everybody expects you to know it. This is why you need to do this course. Because you learn all these things, and when you see people talking about it, it'll be, oh, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so that's fine. Drop-down list. Yep. Catches you guys every time. E-learning platforms. What are some other famous e-learning platforms out there? We already mentioned Microsoft. That's the easiest one. What other ones? Everybody's like, I can't hear that, eh? Coursera? Udemy? No, please, not Moodle. Good question. Thank you for raising it. Guys, Moodle is simply where we are building my Unisa onto. So in other words, it's open source. It has basically the function. So if you want to build a website, this is what Moodle can do for you. Data, whatever, how it looks, how it functions, all that type of thing. The drop-down list. That's actually where Moodle's in. But we build our technology on top of that, the MyUnisa. We go develop. So don't go download the Moodle app, because it's actually not for you to use. You only use the Unisa mobile app or student app, whatever they called it. They change the name every now and then. But yeah, so the official Play Store, Unisa student app, use that one. Don't go download Moodle. Moodle's just the developer's thing. It'll work the first time, but then it doesn't update because it was never designed to do so. So that's the problem with Moodle. Yes, you are going to do Moodle proctoring. What does it mean? Inside our system, they've given us a feature where it has a camera which can look at you while you write your exam. That's perfectly normal. Okay, so just understand the Moodle. I know a lot of people say Moodle, but no, don't really worry about Moodle. Just the Unisa stuff is important. Okay, online banking. You're all doing online banking. All right, good. So just transfer. I'll put my banking details there. Just transfer some money to me. We call it a gift of love. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. All right, so online banking. How did you learn those software? Are you using it? Are you secure? Do you do your online banking when you're at the airport, when the Wi-Fi is open? Why don't we do it? I mean, it's free internet, huh? Yes, that little lock on the Wi-Fi that says enter the password means encryption. If you don't do that, if you don't see that, you shouldn't use that Wi-Fi. Because people out there are sitting looking to see who's accessing, what information's going, and that's how they can hack you very easily. So yeah, that's true. E-commerce platforms, you guys all know Temu, right? What's the other one? Shein. Not even that. Not Takealot used to be cool, but nowadays it's yeah. Yes, the one that's got the little lock to show you that it's secured, encryption. In other words, it normally wants a password from you. So if I go check mine now, let me quickly check. You see that little lock there? That means encryption. Yeah, it's very, very important. If you're just surfing a web page, I mean, that's not a problem. But if you're doing banking things, then you must be very careful what you're spreading out there.
And how do you lock it in?
You don't. Basically, that's the service saying if you use the service, you most likely have to have a password to access it, but then we'll encrypt your communication on the network. But normally with the airports, it's just open because they just don't want passwords everywhere. But that's also the danger, in a sense. But I think they are locking it down now because even our Discovery Lounge, you actually have to put a password in there. It's not open anymore. Okay, I like Discovery, you see. So e-commerce, yes. So you're all doing the Temus and all that stuff. So yeah, you learned how to use it, right? Easy. Okay. Government portals. Come on, guys, starts with an N. Yes. Yes, I'm almost at SASA age. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes, that one. We know it. NSFAS is the one I was also referring to. How do you find their websites? Easy to use? Or does it crash all the time? Yeah, deliberately so, maybe. If only online banking would crash on payday, that would be awesome. Then we don't have to spend our money. Anyway, so you see all these websites, you see how they work. So once you've done this course, you're going to start looking at the website very differently. And that's the whole point, because now you're starting to realize, but this website could be better because here it's actually not correct or not the way Amazon does it. Why can't they do it this way? Because that feedback can actually make quite a big difference. So in the course, you'll see all the different things that we bring in there. Mobile first approach. What is the biggest challenge when we all of a sudden had COVID and all of a sudden we had to get students online? Our websites were designed for laptop and desktops, not for phones necessarily. Now all of a sudden people had to use the phone. What happens with the phone? Much smaller screen, the images, you zoom in, zoom out, got to move around. Moodle proctoring. Do you all know how to change your phone from portrait to landscape? If you're doing Moodle proctoring, you need to have that skill because then you can see the question and all the answers in one screen if you're using a smartphone. If it's this way around, you can see the question, but you can't see the answers. And then it makes it difficult for you. So that's the skill you need to learn there. So yeah, definitely. The media queries, how do you get support? Or how does the website provide that support? So when you start working through this, the meta tags, the content, the performance, how quickly does it load from page to page to page? When you start working a lot more with this, then you start understanding, okay, what's important in a website that I prefer to use? What would I like to see on my Unisa? So when we send you out a survey again saying, on my Unisa, what things would you like to see or change? Now you're going to have a very good background to say you should actually have things like this. That could make it easier. A fluid grid design, instead of having the modules like this, maybe they come in blocks like on Takealot. And it's easier to me to see my modules, isn't it? Something simple like that. So anyway, so I just don't want to go too details. Okay, Microsoft, or at least with Unisa's learning, the whole idea is to have interactivity. How do you find the courses? Did you all do the Academic Integrity course, the AIC? How did you find that course? Hey? Tiring. Tell me about it. I had to go through the course too. It felt like forever. Okay, so it took too long. Interesting. Challenging. What were the challenges? The questions. Yeah, you couldn't just skip through. They're actually the questions, and you had to pass it, isn't it? Before the next thing opened. Yeah, so that's where a lot of people got stuck. What else? Good. Did you learn something from the course? Okay, so you weren't aware of things, but now since you've done the course, now you're more aware that, oh, I can't do 1, 2, 3. That's excellent. That's the whole point of the course. What about the interaction? The little games, the clicking. Was that fun? Was it interesting? Now, if you go to another course, and let's say it's on one of your subjects, and it's just text with a video, how's that experience compared to the AIC? If you look at AIC and you compare to the courses that you've done now at Unisa, which one do you feel will help you study easier? Having that interactive, yeah, that's the whole point of it. Gamify, we call it gamification. Support and admin. How do you find the support and admin through the website? Do you get responses? You do, good. If you send an email to Adov, you'll definitely get a response, although now my laptop, no, it's not there anymore, I'll have to get it back. But it's fine. So yes, you know how to get the correct support. For your exams, do you know where to go? Not the lecturer, not David. Where do you get help when you're writing exams? Exam portal, yes, there's a link there specifically for exams. So you must go and check it out. All right, very important. Digital resources. How do you guys find the library's website? Who's been on the library's website? I'm talking about myself here. And how did you find it? Okay, you found it, but when you go into the library website, how do you find it? The information on there. Is it easy to find? Is it complicated? Too many links? Messy? It's tricky? Yeah, it's definitely not straightforward. Okay, so the library website, go have fun, go play around there, and then come back next time and tell me how did you find it. It's not the easiest website to actually get the hang of. Even for me, I sometimes go like, what the heck is going on here? Copilot, tell me an answer, please. Yeah, so yeah, bypass it. Okay, your learning management system access. That's the whole nice thing about studying with Unisa, guys. The fact is, yes, you distance, yes. You can go work anywhere in the world, yes. And because your materials are all online, you can write online exams, which means you don't physically have to be in South Africa. When we did the My Exam training earlier last year, we are able to track where you're sitting when you write your exam. Okay, not who exactly you are, but just your IP, just to have an idea where students are sitting. Can I tell you? South Africa, lots of students, we know that. Southern America, Northern America, Europe, Asia, we've got students. Australia, they are sitting all over the world. There's even a student where Australia is, there's a little island just above it. We've actually got a student who's studying on that island. My only question is, I don't know how he's going to graduate. He'll have to be virtually. Because quite frankly, but there is someone writing exams right from there. That shows you. The cool thing about being at Unisa is the fact that you can move. You can be anywhere. Yes. Yes. It definitely will, because remember, 3 o'clock in South African time is going to be like very early in the morning for that person on that side. So obviously with their calendar, it'll automatically adjust to say, okay, you're going to have to be awake up at 1 o'clock to write your 3 o'clock exam. Yeah. So all of that is built into the exam system. Yeah. So that's why it's important. Make sure your date and time of your device is correct, eh? Otherwise you're going to miss it all. Yeah. Very good question. Nice way of thinking. Accessibility and flexibility. In other words, all websites now need to be sensitive to students who maybe do not have good eyesight, hearing, all those features. It needs to be friendly. They have to be that way now. Even the Adolf platform, you can go fiddle around and change how it looks. So yep, that's available. And of course, communication goes through My Life. So remember, with My Life, guys, you always contact the university with My Life. Not Gmail, Yahoo, and all those things. Because our spam filters actually nail most of those emails. If you say payment or funds, it's going to nail it. It's going to put it there, and we won't even see the email. So just don't be surprised. If you look at this picture here, Describe it for me. KZN. Because of the houses. The hills. Okay, I watch Shaka Lembe, right? So I've seen how they build things. So, but interesting, the hills, yes?
How about just how electricity for all?
That is brilliant. I love that. We didn't bring a gift with, did we? I think that deserved a gift. Actually, I'm going to make a plan for you. Before you leave here, give me your details. I'll get Lindiwe to send you a gift. You're going to get a headset. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, that was a brilliant answer, guys. Absolutely brilliant answer. Anything else?
No age restriction.
Thank you. Anything else? What else do you see there? Okay. He also wants to have a headset now. But yes, but I know what you say. He's got it already. But yeah, no, that's true. Anything else you're picking up here? Oh, is it fine? Okay, became shy.
Excitement.
Excitement? Definitely. Could be a video call. Or Teams meeting.
Or Skype.
Good, yeah. Intercity connectivity.
Speaking to people abroad.
Who's holding the laptop? Okay, oh, yeah, she's balancing it, but actually, better question, who's using the laptop? The child. Interesting. Why did AI say that the youngster would be the one to show everyone else? Because the youth, the youngsters, go look at them, go look at your brothers and sisters, they are on these devices 24/7. Their skill levels already. Yeah. But I love this picture because it includes the whole family and it looks like they're really having fun. And notice he's got headsets in as well. Eh? This is what Copilot designed for me when I gave it a prompt. So I love the fact that it does look like KwaZulu-Natal, actually. And these houses, the way they built those houses. And remember, this doesn't exist, guys. None of these people exist. This is all generated. All from AI. Okay, when we hit module 3, you're going to tackle the mobile apps. If you've never installed it before, normally what will happen is Microsoft 365, it runs through some of these little basic setups. So it's very good to actually understand what you're buying into, especially with AI models, because you'll see they're going to keep changing it. And they don't make it in big red letters to say, we're going to train on your data now. No, they don't do that. They just say, yeah, it's term conditions, we've updated it. Be very careful, and Richard's going to present after me. Be careful what you're sharing online. Because if you use AI and you're putting financial records in there, you're actually giving AI some information that's going to use to train on, and then it's going to produce. So in the next year or so, we're going to find some very funny information coming back from AI that personal data is going to be there. But that'll be a hurdle for some people to cross, luckily not us. So on our side, we never put student data into any AI models, not at all. When you open the app, the nice thing is you might actually open on the search screen, although nowadays it actually tends to open up a Copilot site. Are you all using Copilot for your studies? How are you using it? To do your answers or to help you? Everyone's going to say, no, it's only helping me. But you should be using it, but use it the right way. But yeah, it's a skill that you need, guys. If you go for a job interview and it's the same post, and they say to that person, can you use AI? And you say no, then that person's got the job. Because AI is a skill you're going to need. Yes? Can I tell you something? Microsoft Word has been doing that long ago. Spelling mistakes. It helps you with a lot of things. AI has actually been running there already. But what I always say to students is, I know because the AI turn it in. It's also got an AI checker now. Oh, by the way, the Invigilating app will also be having an AI checker now. So if you're going to use that app, make sure you're doing your own work. So it does pick up if you're using AI. So what I always tell students is, always write it in your own words. In that way you know. But there are some gremlins where people say, I wrote this, but it's still flagging me. So it's going to be a learning curve, unfortunately. Yes?
No, so just be very careful when you are doing things. Never copy and paste from AI. Always check your data.
Yeah.
Right? Always check your information. It is so vital. And what David was saying with regard to be careful what you put into AI. For instance, if you're using the free version of ChatGPT, okay, that information that you put in there does not belong to you. You ticked a box that you said, I agree. Right? But we all did. You agreed there, if you did not read the fine print, you agreed there to let OpenAI use your data. So if you're programming and you're creating an app or whatever, you don't own that app legally. Okay? OpenAI owns it.
Yep.
Please understand that. I know it's difficult. Use the paid-for versions of things because then it's yours. And the reason we keep on saying Copilot, Copilot, Copilot is because Copilot Chat is safe and secure. Is safe and secure in the Unisa environment, but not the free version that sits inside Bing. You need to log into Copilot via your Unisa Microsoft 365 account. All right, and we're going to show you, Paige is actually going to show you how to do that just now as well. So please be careful how you access things. DeepSeek, your data sits in China. You've got no clue what they're doing with it at the moment.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Aviam. Yep, that's true. Be very careful. Especially, look, let's be honest. Meta, where do they get their data from? Ask them, they won't tell you. Data is money. That's the bottom line. Yep.
But it's all about the integrity of the integrity because of the road.
Yeah.
So there's no way that you can use AI as you will talk about.
Yes. But you're going to see how we use AI for academic purposes. And that's actually what Richard's going to cover after me. So, yeah, he's going to explain it. A nice way of using it. So at the end of the day, what AI can become is your teaching buddy. In other words, if you, let's say from Zulu land, right, maybe your English isn't great, and your lecturer gives you text, you'd ask AI, convert this into Zulu. You can do it so easily. And now you can go read it and understand it. So now you can start seeing, but hey, this can support me. It's not doing the assignment for me. It's helping me understand concepts, documents, things like that. So that's quite cool. Then, for example, okay, just to go back where I was. Okay, so with the app, guys, have you all used the scan function? You must just make sure you enable it. There I had my daughter write up some numbers and things. She was practicing maths. And I quickly showed her how to scan it. And there we go. Very easy to do. Definitely worthwhile. Scanning documents. Go and try it out. After scanning, extract. What's the difference between extract and scan? Scan takes the whole document, stores it as a picture or a PDF. Extract tries to pick out the text and take that text out of that document and saying, okay, now you can do something with the text. What I did is I took this document here in English and I copied it across and I said to it, change it into Zulu for me. It's not that I can read Zulu, but it can do that. Now you can extract something, change the language. It doesn't have, unfortunately, all the African languages at this point. It's got just sort of the main ones. But the cool thing is the fact that it could do that very easily. But remember, with AI, you can do it with any African language. And that's why we're actually trying to get students to use AI, guys, because we actually want the models to understand African languages and contexts. Because if we don't feed it, it's never going to understand anything about us. You can ask it, okay, what's a traditional Sepedi wedding? It can give you a basic structure. But once you start probing and asking, like for colors or the labola, how does the system work? What do you need to bring? It doesn't know that because it hasn't been given the data. It's So that's why it's important for Africa to use AI, or why not build our own AI model? Because we've got China there with DeepSeek, we've got America with all their stuff, we've got Europe with all their stuff. Why aren't we creating our own, guys? It's a question. Come on, ICT students. Why aren't we creating our own models? We've got all the resources. Then to dictate. This is quite a fun one. So dictate basically means you're recording yourself. So if you know you're traveling, but you want to go through your study materials, use dictate. Let it record what you said. Read through your notes. Make a digital note for yourself, basically. And when you're in the airplane and you're flying, then you just play it and you listen to it. You can actually use this to study. So these features are very basic to use. I cover them in detail in the course so you can see all the options that you've got and go and play around with this because it's definitely fun tools to use. And the fact you've got access, there's nothing stopping you. Okay. So that's basically it on my side. Do we have any questions before I try to see is Richard online yet? I did tell him we're running on time. Can you hear me, Richard?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, he's very loud, Richard. It's like you're right next to me. Now, you're sitting in Cape Town, that other country called Western Cape. There's no potholes, the lights work. The funny thing on the street where you cross, people actually stop for you. It's very weird there, actually. All right, cool. So, program director, I am done. Yes, before I get done. Yeah, Moodle? No, Moodle. Moodle is...
It's the first time I hear about it, so I don't know what it
Okay.
is and-
Yes, now you'll hear a lot about Moodle because that's what Unisa is using as our learning management system. So it's the foundation that we build our modules
How do you spell
on.
that? M-double-O?
M-O-O-D-L-E.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, so there we go, program director. Where art thou vanishing to? Oh, there you go. All right, cool. So, all right, Richard's online.
Okay. Before we call Mr. Richard, any other question? Yes, sir.
Morning, sir. Last week I had a test. I was writing a test and they asked me to submit a Turnitin score. I don't know what that is. So I wrote the test, but I did not submit any of that.
Yeah, okay. They are going to handle the exam questions. Turnitin, I was just referring to it as a software. But yes, the exam colleagues will speak to you how Turnitin works, how the score works, how to submit it. Already answered. I'm just saying for the online guys, there's a question about Turnitin. So when we deal with the My Exam section, it should be helped there as well. Okay, but remember, Turnitin is just checking for similarity. So it's trying to see, did you have something that's similar to somebody else's work? Yeah, so the lower the score, the better. But don't try and aim for 0 because that's impossible. Because some titles, for example, will always be the same, no matter how you write it. So yeah.
Okay. Are you fine with that? Do you know where to get your Turnitin? Any communications from your lecturer regarding Turnitin? Did you check your tutorial letter? Or my live email address?
It didn't mention anything about that.
Are you sure?
I only saw it while I was writing the test. I was
The test.
shocked. Yeah, I was shocked when I saw it.
Other students who have gone through the same? Have you gone through that? Yeah, okay. Did you get your Turnitin? When you submit where? On Turnitin or on the exam? Because he says he wrote a test, he submitted the test without the Turnitin score.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, there's an answer this side.
Hello. So,
Can we be quiet? Get
funnily
the answer,
enough,
please.
I'm also a student who uses Turnitin. I hate it so much. So how Turnitin works is you upload your assignment or whatever into Turnitin, and it will generate a similarity report. Usually you can just refresh your screen and it will tell you, and it will give you a little percentage. So you get that strip and it will say, this is what you've uploaded, and then it's got the little things and it has like a percentage. That's your similarity percentage. You should get a digital receipt with it to prove that you have uploaded it. If you click on it, it will take you into your document and show you where you have all your similarities. Does that help with your question? Or not really? Okay.
Oh, thanks. Just as Paige has explained, we had a case not so long. I am part of the academic quality assurance. A student actually submitted the thesis. This is a master's student. Submitted the thesis to turn it in, and it generated a report, and it gives them 40% similarities. Then the student went on to add other information and doesn't take this thing to turn it in again, and then send it to the lecturer, claiming that the report has generated the 40% similarities, doesn't add to what the student has added. And now we are in that case, and the student is in really deep trouble. So whatever you declare on turn it in, make sure that you submit the document as is after it's done. Unless if the similarities are higher, then you have to scale down and then resubmit again on turn it in, and then you will then be able to submit. Thank you.
Okay, I think the issue with him is that he did not submit to turn it in.
Yes.
Yeah. Please read also the announcement. Ne? They always guide you. And also on my life, the lecturer will always tell you where to get your turn it in and everything, and what is the outcome and how to go through the turn it in platform. Okay? All right. No other question? Okay, and now we are going to call Mr. Richard Wright for the AI Masterclass. He's connecting, as they said, from another country. Over to you, Mr. Richard. Mr. Richard, are you still there?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you for the introduction, Program Director. So I'm just going to share my screen quickly. Just let me know if you're able to see it on your side.
Not yet.
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, they're still getting him sorted. And while waiting for Mr. Richard, those who are doing masters and PhD, please make sure you communicate with our supervisor regularly, okay? Especially regarding your submissions. Even if you submit on turn it in, make sure your lecturer gets the report, and then you discuss it before you resubmit, okay? All right. Okay, yeah, your presentation is up. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think there's a short delay in the voice coming through, but just let me know if you have any trouble following along. So, as David mentioned, my name is Richard Wright. I'm also with the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub. Okay, so I just had to mute you on your side so that I don't hear the echo. So I'm with the Academic Development Open Virtual Hub. We're still currently working on a student digital resilience program. And that's all the aim is, to really get you the required digital skills and resilience so that you can perform well in your online studies, but also that when you enter the workplace, you are ready with all these new technologies. One of the new technologies we're going to talk about is AI. And as you know, AI has basically taken over the world, and we are currently experiencing quite a big rate of the adoption of AI technologies in the workplace, and specifically also in universities. So this is the second masterclass. So there is a first one that I will show you as well, that you should preferably first do before you enter into this one. Now, just to let you know, this one is also, you don't need any prior, how can I say, experience. Everything is made for you as a learning in an open distance education learning environment. You don't need specifically technical backgrounds. We introduce it for you so it's multidisciplinary, so you can apply it to your studies in your field. Now, one of the things I always say you must know how to apply in your field. Remember that saying that they have that AI is not going to take your job. The person that knows how to use AI is going to take your job. More specifically, that one that can adapt AI to his specific field. So you must always think, if you're studying engineering or you're doing accounting, how can you actually use AI to improve your output and quality? So in this course, you will understand what is generative AI and large language models, skills, write effective prompts. But we actually in this one focus primarily on creating like your own little AI tutor, because a lot of you might have used AI before for assistance, but the way it explains things, the level at what it responds to you is not sufficient to what you are trying to achieve. And the way you do this is by creating more or less an agent. I hope Microsoft will show you later the tools that they have as well within that's available to you in your My Life account, where you can actually create an agent. But we are going to focus more on the system prompt side of it. And also you can use it with different AI models in case you don't have access to Copilot. So with this course, usually we're not going to do the full workshop. This is, as we only have 45 minutes, usually we take about 2 to 3 hours to work through the material. But please, if you have your device, go online so long, log in, register, so that you know exactly where to go afterwards, so that you can complete the online course. But just note, we will let you know once we have our larger workshops dedicated to the specific module. As I mentioned, it's usually about 2 to 3 hours, and we split it over 2 days. So just to lessen also the amount of information that you get at once, and then afterwards, you have time to process before you come back for the second session. So getting started with this one, as we mentioned, it's African Artificial Intelligence AI Masterclass 2. It's building AI agents for personalized learning. So this is the main output from this, how can I say, masterclass that we have. Now, as previously mentioned by David, you need to visit adovh.unisa.ac.za, and then you need to go to the course and then enroll for the course. So if you have a cell phone, you can always scan the QR code. But if you're in the session, just remember this website URL, adovh.unisa.ac.za. So just to quickly show you, what you need to do is, I'm just quickly going to open a new tab here. So it's very easy to find. You just actually can search for My Student Skills Hub as well. So you just search for Unisa, My Student Skills Hub, and it should be the first one that pops up. So it's the My Student Skills Hub. Now the courses that's linked on the main page, we're still going to update this to the newer ones that's now only been released last week. So you'll still find the original African Artificial Intelligence Masterclass here. So this is number 1. If you scroll down, you'll see as well STU, the 111 African Artificial Intelligence Masterclass 2. So this is the one that we will focus on. Now, remember, to access this, you need to enroll for it and you need to sign in. So it's very easy to sign in. You just sign in with your MyLife email address. But if you have, for instance, brothers, sisters, aunts, anybody that's also interested in doing the courses online, they can actually create a new account on here. So it's open to everybody. So I just want to highlight that you don't necessarily need to be a Unisa student. These courses are free and open to everyone. But it just makes it a lot easier since you are a Unisa student. You just click on yes, and then you log in with your MyLife email address and your MyUnisa password. So this is exactly how you will sign in for the exams as well. So make sure that you can know exactly how to sign in with your passwords on a new platform. So once you access the screen, this is what you will get. It's welcome to the future of learning because it's really revolutionizing how we consume information. We've got the objectives of this masterclass, as well as you get an introduction by Luwazi as well. So all you need to do from your side is click on Let's Get Started to really start working through the course material. We try to make it as interactive as possible. So there's a lot of little activities that you can do and reflections as you go through all of these sections. So the course syllabus starts with basically just a quick getting started, the icebreaker activity. This is also where you will have to do the pre-assessment for the course. It's a requirement for the pre-assessment to be done before you can unlock study unit 1. Where we discuss generative AI for learning and productivity. So here we also, how can I say, just go have a quick recap from the initial masterclass so that we make sure you've got all the required information as we build on top of that. Then we just briefly also cover prompt engineering again. That was the one that was covered in the masterclass 1, but we really build on top of that to get you to the next level of using prompt engineering. Then we start off with understanding AI agents. What are agents? What can they do for us? What makes them different from just the normal general chat we have, for instance, Copilot, ChatGPT, or even the WhatsApp Meta. And then we start with actually creating your AI tutor. For this one, we are using the mascot Luwazi, but you can choose any name that you like when you start creating your own AI tutor. And remember, we're using AI tutor here, for your studies, but you can actually adapt this to anything. You can adapt it to any of your goals, perhaps, that you are training sports. We need some guidance, motivation. You can create various type of agents for different tasks using these methods. Now, just to note, when you're going to do this online, it should take you about 4 hours. So it's not going to consume your whole day. You can do it one evening. It's very fun. And you get something out of it that you can use immediately with your studies in the future. So as we mentioned, we do this face-to-face. We also do workshops where we have a dedicated sessions to it. As we mentioned, it takes about 3 hours. We've got live online workshops that we will be doing starting from next week. So please look out for the communication. But you can always just do it self-paced on My Student Skills Hub. So this is in the end what you will need to do anyway for this to count as a co-curricular activity. Okay, it's just sorry for that. So just to highlight this as well, so remember this is a co-curricular activity. So for this to count towards that, you can actually get a transcript at the end of the year that you can add to your CV that you have actually completed this. You will need to complete the pre-course assessment. You will need to complete the post-course assessment, and then there's a final assessment as well that you need to complete. Now, I just want to highlight here as well that, when you do the pre-course assessment survey, I get quite a lot of feedback sometimes from students asking, but, I did the pre-course assessment survey, but I want to do it again. I say I've got a bad score. Now I want to go and redo it to see if I can improve my score. But remember, the idea behind the pre-course assessment and the post-course assessment is for your own reflection. You will get a score when you do the pre-course assessment, and say it's, there's some gaps, you get 5 out of 10 or for the assessment, but then the same questions are asked in the post-course assessment when you get to the end. So you can actually then see where you have gained new information, new knowledge. These terms that you didn't know beforehand, now you can immediately compare it to your results from the first one to see where you actually have improved. Now, I just want to highlight as well, we've got Lwazi on here. I just want to see STU. I think it's just loading very slow on my side. Not sure why the site is so slow today. So we also have Lwazi on here all along the way. For you that have not met Lwazi yet, Lwazi is Unisa's humanoid robot that we also are building AI in, where she can respond to you in real time. But we have the online version of Lwazi, which you can ask questions about the module or anything really that you are interested in. And the nice thing about Lwazi, it actually runs on the latest GPT models. So similar to Copilot that you will find in your ByLife account. This one also runs the latest models, so you can actually ask it to do quite interesting things, quite detailed information. Now, the first activity that you will actually do on here is the icebreaker Meet Lwazi. Just quickly going to show you this one activity before we move on to the next ones. But all you need to do basically for this activity is chat with Lwazi, tell Lwazi your name, where you're from, and one thing you're excited to learn in this course. So what you do here, you put in your name. So I'll put in my name over here. I'll say I am from Western Cape. And what am I excited to learn? I want to learn how to build agents. There we go. So we say build greeting. There we've got our greetings over here. And now I copy this and I just paste it here in Lwazi. And then I ask Lwazi to give me a response from this. So here I get a response from Lwazi. So I can now copy this activity from here and then put this back in the forum at the below to show exactly tell the others how I introduced myself to Lwazi and what was the response. So this is just to give you a quick, introduction to AI if you have not used it before. And also you'll see already how we start prompting. So remember, prompting is all about how we ask the questions to AI, how we structure those questions, what context we add to it. And this is all what you will learn throughout this module to build your own type of agent. So as I mentioned before, you can go to Unit 1. You need to do the pre-course assessment. Take some time. It will only take you 5 minutes or so. You work through the questions. You don't need to really think about it because it's to see for yourself where you are at. And remember, you're going to get the same questions at the end, so then you can actually see how you've improved over your knowledge have expanded over this course. Now, we talked a lot about agents and, what does it actually then do? What is the output you're going to get at the end? So I'm just going to show you a quick demo. This is more on the technical side, so this is not necessarily what you're going to create, but this is what you are working towards. So if we look at AI models, most of us are familiar with the text-based one, the large language models. So usually how it starts off with is with a chat. So we'll say, for instance, here, when a message is received, so basically the user is going to type a message, and then it's going to go to an AI agent. So I'm going to add here now, and let's put there AI. I'll put an AI agent. So I'll leave all of this blank and just go back. So now we've got an AI agent over here. But remember, AI agents needs a chat model. So that's like the ChatGPTs, the Claude, all of these type of large language models that we get. So now I can click here. I can, for instance, add here OpenAI. We've got one here for Unisa. It uses the GPT-4 Mini. So now I can start actually chatting with this model. So this is our agent. This is where the message is. So if I save this quickly, and I ask here, hello, my name is Richard. Just a very simple introductory. And now it comes back and it says, hello, Richard, how can I assist you today? Okay, this is nice, fun agent. Let's see what it can do. Let's just ask, what is my name? Then it comes back, I'm sorry, but I don't have access to personal information. So I just told it it's my name, and then it replies with my name, but then I ask, what is my name? And then suddenly it doesn't know me. So this is one thing I want you to understand. Always when it goes to a chat model, all your, I'm going to say, it takes context from your previous messages, that it actually gets fed into the model again. That's where it adds that context. So obviously mine doesn't have any memory, so now I have to add some memory to this one. So I just say simple memory back. Now I can refresh this over here and save. So now I can ask the model, hello, my name is Richard. Let's ask it now. See what happens. So it asks you again, hello Richard, how can I assist you today? I ask, what is my name? Now you'll see here, it actually hits that memory. There it goes, oh, your name is Richard. So previously it couldn't remember anything. It had to have the memory stored somewhere. So this is also sent to the chat model so that it actually knows what is the chat history, what is being done. So that already gives you now an idea of context that's being added. But now say we ask it, what is your name? So it just comes out as a standard. I'm called ChatGPT. How can I assist you today? Very bland. This is almost like the AI models that you work with when it's very generic. But now say we want to expand on this one. You can add tools as well. So one of the tools that you can add, for instance, very easily is, say, a calculator tool. So now our agent can do some mathematics on that side. But we can add various other tools, for instance, more memory, more context, files that you perhaps upload. All of that type of tools can be added to this model so it can become more powerful. Now, one thing, as you notice here, is very bland. It doesn't have any personality. It doesn't know really what way to respond to you. It doesn't, we didn't give it any persona yet. So this is where we come with what we call system prompts. And this is basically where you develop your agent's personality. So if I double click on this one over here, I'm just going to add a system message. And I'm actually going to take this one. So this is what you will end off with at the end of this course. Is a whole system prompt. But don't worry, you don't need to type out anything of this. you create it along the way, and it's more or less created for you automatically. But here you can see about me. I'm Richard. I'm from South Africa. Home language is isiZulu. Might have had some of my information typed in wrong, but yes, there's some courses that I'm doing. So it has, a full context of who I am and also what its role is, especially in the full role of education. So I'm just quickly going to copy this one over here. I'll put this into the system message. And I go back, save this again. And now we start with a new chat. So I can now go, hello, what is your name? And now it suddenly comes back. Hello, my name is Luwazi. I'm here to help you with your studies at Unisa. How can I assist you today? So basically, we already now have an agent. And now I can even tell it, for instance, let's do maths today, for instance, and it can start from there. So this is developing throughout this course, but I'm going to show you, this was a demo for you to understand how these things work together, where the system prompt plays a role. But what we're going to show you as well is if you go to your Copilot, it's in your Microsoft 365 account, I can now actually have this Word document that I've got here. I can add this to this model on here. So remember, every time you always had to type it from the beginning, say who you are, where you're from, what are you studying. Now you just got one file that you can actually upload here, and you can do this with various other models as well. So yeah, I can say now, for instance, take the persona of Wazi. This is what I called my one. And then I post that. So just with that few lines, now basically Copilot will take on this role for me over here. So I can say, okay, let's do maths today. I've got the study guide for maths 1503. So I just copy in the study guide. Where is it? There we go. So I say, let's study maths today. What are the chapters in the study guide? So we'll go through the document. It will now go and tell you all about the different, chapters in here. But now I can actually ask it, for instance, what is this Gaussian elimination? And I can ask it now, please explain this Gaussian elimination. Now, because we gave it that system prompt where it actually tells it on what level it should explain it and what tone it should be taking, it will actually break it down very nicely for you, in a way that you can understand it. And because it already has now that context information of you, you can even go and do something else. So, for instance, I can go here and ask it to explain to me in my home language. So I'll just go here, please explain in my home language. Here we go. That one. And there we go. Now it's in isiZulu. So this is how easily it can be by just having this one powerful system prompt available on your device that you can start with very quickly. You can create your own agent with almost any LLM that you've got, can upload files to, or you can even copy this and paste it in there. So you don't need to give it that context every time. Everything has been done for you already. So you can just start learning with this AI model. As I mentioned, there is also a new release where there's AI agents that you can create in Copilot. So you can very easily actually create an agent with this one where you just give it its system prompt that we have, you paste that in, and then you always have your agent available here. You don't need to upload the file. So that is something definitely that you can explore within Copilot as well. So that will give you a good idea of what we work with. I just want to show you quickly on the actual course. So remember, you will be working through all the study units. Go take it step by step. As we mentioned, there's quite a few, for instance, activities that you need to do, some reflections as well, just to make sure that you understand all the concepts before we move on to the next one. Because we don't want you to come to what is an agent and you don't understand LLMs yet, or you don't understand what is prompt engineering. Now, don't worry, this is actually very easy. You'll have a lot of fun as you work through this. If you have not done the first masterclass, I'll highly recommend going to do that one as well, where you will learn how to create your own song, all of that with AI. But this one, we build on top of that now to really refine it so you can have a tool that can really assist you with your studies. Now, we've got here, for instance, the Lawadi system prompt, but remember, you can give it any name that you like. I'll just wait for this page quickly to load. So the system prompt that we use on this one was specifically made for you, as a Unisa student. And I opened this learning environment. But as you can see, here is the prompt. So you insert the information here at the top, where you're from, your courses, all of that, and then it populates this prompt for you. Just personalized prompt, and it will add all the information. So you copy this full prompt into a Word document, and then you're good to go with uploading the document. But you can actually read through this, and you can change any of this, especially when it comes to what is your learning habits, all of that you can actually adjust. But this just gives you a good template to start off with. So hope that that you're already with that information starting to get excited of what you can do with AI and how you can actually build your own agent very quickly. So we're not going to go advanced where you add tools or anything like that, but you will have a good understanding for when you start off. So obviously, one of the requirements is the STU 110. So I'm just going to show you as well. So you need to have on the home page, have done the STU Masterclass 1. So this is the one that's currently on the home page, and it's not too long to do. You can do it, how can I say, also just in the evening, work through it, so you get a good understanding what is prompt engineering. And then once you have done that one, start with the Masterclass 2. It should not take you long as well. And then you've actually got an agent that you can use at the end that can really help you with your studies. And, find better ways of how it can actually explain things to you. So the first one is a very fun one to do. So I highly recommend doing this one. Now, I just want to note as well, a lot of you might be, how can I say, how do you use AI within the learning context? Now, don't worry about that. Throughout this course, we actually go through all the various ethics that's surrounding AI, how to use it correctly in your studies. I don't hope any of you references AI. You never reference a tool like Grammarly or all of that, or you used Word to spell checker or anything like that. But the current academic standard is that you acknowledge that you perhaps used it for certain tasks. So it's just an acknowledgement for in academia when you use AI, but you can really use it. It's only when it also created content for you, not when it just spell checked or anything like that, your grammar text, or guided you along the way. But yes, throughout those 2 modules, you will learn exactly how to use it ethically within academia, how to use it correctly, so it actually increases your creativity, your critical thinking, all the things that you really want to keep. So with that, hope you're gonna enjoy this course. David will hopefully help you in the session as well to get started. You can even do it on your mobile phone. And then we'll see you then definitely online when we have our workshops. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Richard. I hope you heard a lot, ne? Yeah, just to prompt your minds to check. Before that, any questions for Mr. Richard? Richard, I hope you're still there. There's a question for you.
Hi, Richard. I wanted to ask if, like, the chats between myself and the board, are they like private in such a way it's only between me and the board, or you do have access to what I chat with the board? Is it like private enough? Is it between me and the board, or you can access it?
Richard, can you respond, please?
So if Richard's not online, are you there, Richard?
Okay, so if you do the one that's on My Life, then what's very nice about it is actually on a corporate account. So that means your information is not being used. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, you can hear you, Richard. Continue. Did you get your answer, ma'am? Richard?
So there's quite a delay in the chat. So yes, use the My Life version. That is your information is not being used to train on. Nobody else can access it. It's very private. The WASI one, the chat, we do log the chats just to see that it's not being misused. That's specifically to the WASI AI assistant because they use that for student support. But if you use the Copilot on your My Life specifically, not your free account, that all of those chats are private and it's not being used for training any future models as well. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Richard. Any other question? Okay. Mr. Muthala, do you have gifts? I need to ask questions. What does the acronym AI stand for? So there's no prize for anybody because you all sang. Guys, we can all sing, but we cannot all talk. Especially if I say there's a gift, I need somebody to respond alone. Okay? Sir, do you have a question? Because I saw your hand was up.
These modules now, this master class, it means I can start going on them like right now, today. Yes. So, okay. Right. Thank you.
Okay. My second question. Please raise up your hand. Don't all sing, okay? The AI tutor that Unisa has, what is its name? Yes, sir. Loazi. Give him a hand. Last question. Who has the right to do the masterclass, AI masterclass? Yes, sir. At the back. Huh? Anyone can do it. So you'll see Mr. Muthalane. Thank you. Give him a hand also. Yeah, it means you've been paying attention. Okay, my next presenter is from SCADCO, Ms. Vivian Letner and Ms. Paige Osmond. Over to you, ladies. Can you give them a hand, please?
There we go. Thank you very much. And just while Paige sets up,
I'm quickly just going to have a chat with you. Like was mentioned, my name is Vivian Ladner, and I'm from a company by the name of Scatco. And we've been doing AI skilling with Microsoft for the past 18 months, where we're going into environments like this, and we talk about AI and we show you some really practical stuff to use. Firstly, while you're listening to me, can you all get onto the Wi-Fi if you have a mobile device and your phone? It's the Unisa events, and the Wi-Fi is Unisa with a capital U, the @ sign, 2022, and the @ sign again. All right? Because you're going to need to use your Microsoft 365 accounts for the exercise that we're going to be doing. All right? Yes. You don't have a Unisa account? Yes, that's the one that you need to log into. Okay, because that's your Microsoft account. Yes. Yes, sir. Microsoft 365, yes. Okay. All right, so, you know, we do a lot of these conversations, and we've, like I say, we've been doing it for about 18 months around the AI initiative that Microsoft has, where they want to upskill 1 million South Africans before the end of 2026. All right, a very big target, but it's an ongoing process, and it's not just us. There's various companies that are doing it and other institutions as well. So we're very honored to have you all here, and thank you for giving your time today. We are also a partner with the Adolf department, where we've gone and created a gaming lab, or gaming experience lab at the Adolf Center. So if you're ever in Pretoria, go to Adolf and go and have a look at the lab that was created. Luwazi sleeps there most of the time if she's not on the road. All right, and all the virtual reality equipment and the Xbox and all the fun things are there as well. But, you know, we've now shifted, and everybody knows, and I'm sure you've heard it to death, everybody talks about the 4th Industrial Revolution, 4IR. We've now actually shifted to the 5th Industrial Revolution. All right? And the 5th Industrial Revolution encompasses the humans and the software and the robots and the everything else that's part of AI. And the reason that I said humans first is because without a human driving the AI, it won't work. All right? So please remember that. You have to prompt, you have to ask the AI for information or to give you something back. The human component will always be there. And yes, it can write code, and it can write it faster than most humans can. And that's okay, but you still need to tell it what to write the code on. When you're doing an assignment, you still need to tell it what your assignment is about and what you want out of it. Again, please never copy and paste from AI. You will get 0. All right? There is a university in the Western Cape that gave 26 medical students 0 because they decided to copy and paste. And it's very easy to check, and like Paige mentioned, what you do is you do your assignment, put it into AI, even if you've used AI to help you with your assignment, put it into AI and ask the AI, did you create this? Does it come from any AI tool out there? All right? Make sure. Please make sure. Now, I'm going to hand over to Paige because you're going to do some practical stuff. Please make sure your Unisa account, Microsoft 365 account is available. All right, because we're going to be using that. My team's going to be walking around to help you out, but you're going to have some fun with Paige. All right. Thank you very much, everybody.
Hello. I feel like I talk very quiet in this. Okay, does it have to like touch my mouth? How uncomfortable. Right. Okay, if we could share my screen, please. I did plug in the HDMI. I hope it is reading. Yay! Okay, so have you all been on your Microsoft 365 before? Are you on it now? Who is not on it? That's okay, you can use your phone. You can use your phone, right? Generally, if it's on your phone already, you should have your little Copilot app that you can go in and log in. Yes. Can I borrow your phone? It should look like this when you go into it on your phone. Okay? It should look like this. And then I'm just going to borrow your phone. One more second. Right. If you're not there, that's fine. Just have a look at me quickly. I want us to move on, so just look at me quickly. Do all of you have laptops at home? Okay. I'm going to do a quick demo then now, because I don't think it will work on your phone. But don't worry, I'm going to do another demo for something else that you can do along with me. Are we fine with that? So I still want you to watch and take notes, because I promise you this is going to help you with your exams. What? Okay? So just a little bit about me. I am also still currently studying. I'm doing my honors in education, right? So watch what I'm doing on my laptop, and then you're going to copy it at home, okay? Okay, and then if you need my email to ask for help, which is also okay, you can ask David or Richard for it, and they have it, and they can give it to you. But for now, just watch, take notes. I'm going to go through it as fast as I can so that I don't waste your time. But I'm also going to go slow enough that you guys can follow along. Are we good? Okay. Now what I want to show you guys today is how you can make your own agent to study. Right? Now, if I knew about this when I was completing high school or my B.Ed, I think things would have been very much different. But I also study distance learning. And I do a lot of my tests online. Most of mine are open book. I'm lucky. You guys aren't so lucky. So you can use this for studying. And what this is, and I'm going to show you, I did a little demo for chillins, for little humans, right? And if they were having trouble with their subjects, and this is something we did for another company, they could go to this AI here that his name is Sir Helps a Lot, because why make education boring? And they could either directly ask a question to the agent, or they could choose the subject that they're struggling with, right? And of course I had to put bad dad jokes in because, well, learning can be boring, and we're not for that, right? So I'm going to select my maths, and you can see it's which tables do you not have to learn? Dinner tables, right? And I'm just going to send my message through. And this starts the conversation with my agent, and there you go, it tells me a joke back. But it also asks me for what I need help with. So let's take our dear and darling Candace here. She's our intern. She's super duper smart. However, the other day we were trying to figure out how to make a video on quadratic equations, and we did terribly. It turns out we cannot remember what we learned in high school. So I'm going to say, please explain quadratic equations. Okay, because I chose the maths one. Now it's going to do its biz, and it's doing its whatever it does. And there we go, it's explained quadratic equations for me. So I want to show you how to do this for yourself, where you can use it either as a tool to help you answer your own questions, or you can use it as assessment tool, right? So now let's say, please give me practice, helps if I spell properly, questions. Okay? For now, I'm just showing you how it works. I will show you how to do it in 2 seconds. Oh, great. Candace, can I borrow your brain? Brain. Come solve these for me. Let's just do number 1. What's the answer for level 1, number 1? split it. Isn't it 2 and 3?
Not Word, not Excel separately.
Isn't it x plus 2? X plus 3? Let's try.
Okay, sorry guys, again, for those that are online, if you're on a Samsung or an Apple phone and so on, you can log into your Play Store, App Store, and go via, you log in and look for your Microsoft 365 account or application, and then download that, and that is the one that you will be using with your Unisa account.
Okay, some of the front people saw me celebrating my grade 8 math achievement, right? So as you can see, I answered the question, and here it's broken it down for me, okay? And it called me a buddy. So that was part of the requirements I put in, was it had to be supportive, okay? And you can see it broke it up, even gave me some additional planning. So are we good at how it will look like on your side? Are we good? Yes. Okay. So when you eventually log into your laptop and you've gotten here, and it's very simple. You simply go to your Microsoft account, you put in your credentials, and it will bring you here, right? Have you done that before? Have you seen all your other stuff? No? Yes? You guys have never logged in. Oh my golly goodness. Okay. So you're going to type Office 365, okay, in your search bar. No, not search bar. URL bar. I can't remember the name. Okay? And you're going to go enter. And you're going to go Office 365 login. And then you're going to log in. And then you'll be where I am. Okay? So you're going to search Office 365. You're going to click Office 365 login. And then you're going to log in. Yay. Yes, please. Use your Unisa ones. The personal one doesn't have all of this cool stuff. So I'm going to go back now, okay? And you're going to see here you have agents. Under agents, you're going to see create agent, and that's what we're going to do, right? And the reason why I want to show this to you is because if you're using this in your personal capacity, and I have to stress that, is because you can put in your own materials, right? Why is it not letting me create my agent? Right? You can put in your learning materials. However, you can't share that because of your Unisa, there we go, because it's not your property. But if you're using it for your own studies, it's a study method. So if you have an online copy of your module, or even a URL, you can put it into Copilot and use it as a knowledge base, okay? But please don't use it as monetary gain because it's not your stuff. So you're gonna get here. And the stuff I kind of ignore. It's not really important. So we're gonna go to configure, okay? And when we go to configure, you can see here you can add a little picture. So when I did one for our Minecraft world, I love pandas, so it was a panda bear, and his name was Milo. Okay, you'll see Milo just now actually. You can put it in, and then you're going to name your agent. Now the one before was So Helps a Lot because he was helping with subjects, but you can name it whatever you want to, like Bob or whatever. And then you're going to describe your agent. So what is your agent going to do? Okay, in your case, you'd be using it as a study agent. So you could say it needs to be able to explain concepts, or you can say I want to use it for tests, to test myself. Okay? So then you'd put in, please be able to give me long answer, short answer, and multiple choice questions on the content below. Okay? And here you're going to give it your instructions. So you're going to say, let's say you're a very sensitive person like me, and if AI is mean to me, I don't take it very well. I take it very personally. So I would say, like the one before, please make sure you are positive, that you give reinforcement, that you explain gently. You can also say, as you ask questions, please make them more difficult as they go along, etc., etc. Right? Are we good? Yes? Are you sure? I feel like I've killed you. Are you still there? Okay, then here you can see there's a knowledge base, or it says knowledge. This is where you'd put all your resources in if you are using any. So let's say you're doing psychology, right? Because I know that pops into a lot of different career paths. You can take your work from your psychology module and put it in. If it is obviously digital, you can't put a hard copy on your computer because that's just not how that works. And you can only put up to 4 knowledge bases. So what I would recommend is if you're doing this for your multiple modules, do a separate one for each module. Okay. Then obviously down here you can turn on your capability. So if you're doing coding, you can help it. You can put it so it can help you with your code, either interpreting or fixing, or even sending you code. That was one that we've done, or even image generators. Now, at the beginning you saw I had those little box with my terrible bad dad jokes. So like the English one said, 1 bird can't make a joke, but 2 can, right? You would go and put this in. So you'd put in your title, so it would be psychology, and your message would be Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Are we following? Or if you're doing maths, it would be quadratic equations. And then you add some more. And at the top here, you can see create. Can you see where my button is? It says create. And your agent is done. And you can use it. Are we good with that? Now, because we're mostly on cell phones, right? That is okay. Never fear when I am near. Okay. So on your browser or on your phone or wherever you do your Bing searches, because we don't use Google here, right? You're going to type in this, MIZUO. Now, I did check it does work on phones. So please take out your cell phone, connect to the internet, and type in that. Once you've typed that in, you're going to look for this logo. It's a pink M. Okay. Yes, you can use Google. That was a joke. Let's see if I can make it a bit bigger. Whoa, too big. Okay, can you all see that? Okay. MIZOU. I always get that confused. MIZOU. And then you're going to click on the one with the pink M. Are we all up to date on that? Have we clicked on the pink M? Now, if you scroll down, you should see it will give you the option for in education or for business. You're going to go to education because we're using your Unisa accounts. And you're going to go to students. Okay? So you're going to go schools. Okay, we're going to put tertiary education under schools. Okay. Are we good? Oh, that time it got loud. Okay, and then you're going to sign in. Is this better? Oh, wow. Thanks, Ryan. Yes, please sign in with your Unisa account. And you can decide it's your cookies. I can't tell you which cookies to keep, right? You can have your Oreos or your oatmeal raisin. I won't judge. So if you want to accept all, accept all. If you want to reject them all, you can reject them all. That's your choice. So do your cookie biz. And did you sign in? Get started. And then you're going to click Get Started. Right. No. Yeah, so you'll click Get Started once this loads. Nope, I don't want this one. This one is the other one. Right. If you need help, please put your hands up. My team is walking around. And if they can't help, there's IT guys for a reason. Yes, please. Please use your Unisa accounts. Yes. Yes? Sure. Is that better? When you sign in, can I get a what? Oh yeah, I got a whole what? Nice. That means it works. Where's your phone? You're such a youngin'. Okay, if you need assistance with anything like that I've spoken about already, you can come find me afterwards. I'm sure I'll be here while we're doing pack down. But for now, let's carry on with the Mizuo, I don't know how to say it properly. That one, the pink one. Are you good? You look so stressed. Why are you stressed? I'm trying to unstress you. Oh, it's logging in. So fun. Remember to give me a what when you're done. Are we okay, who's logging in? If it's going around in circles saying logging in. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's not your fault. That's the Wi-Fi. Don't stress. We got this.
Okay, it's just struggling to log in for those that are online. I hope you are managing. But in the meantime, we are struggling to log in on this side as well.
Okay. Just wait though. Don't go. I'm going to show you that, I think. Okay. Can I get a what?
Word of mouth.
Okay.
Again, when you're logging into Muso, you just follow the prompts on how you want to be able to use it. So you're obviously logging in as a student, you're going to use it weekly, and then just answer the other drop-downs that they are.
Okay, how are we coming? It's still logging in. I can probably say that's not my fault, but I can come have a look. Still just saying. Okay, just give it a few moments. Where are you at, bro?
Okay, the recording will be shared, right?
See, that's what
this recording will be shared.
Between girls and guys.
The recording will be shared. Okay, so for those online and the students that are here in the room with us, this recording will be shared on the site. All right, so you will be able to go and follow afterwards. Okay. Yeah, it will be saved automatically on YouTube. Okay, Paige, can we go ahead? They will get access to the recording on YouTube.
Okay, how many of you have managed to log in and it's taken you back to the home page? So it's taken you back to, I'm trying to find somebody whose phone I can show you. Yes. And it's taken you back to this, right? So you've logged in and it's taking you back here, right? It's taking you back to the open page. Okay. I want you to click on My Account. So you're going to click on My Account. And then it's going to say it wants to personalize. Okay. So this, it's not stealing your information. It's just trying to see how it can make itself better for you. Okay? So it's going to ask you a bunch of questions, and I'm going to give you 2 minutes to finish all those questions, okay? So it'll come up like this. Let's personalize your experience.
No, just hold on there. Okay, you're already done. Alrighty, sorry, if we can just have your attention and just follow Paige, please. I know that you do want to do the exercise with us, but we only have so much time and we really want to get through this. And you will be able to watch the YouTube recording. But those that have successfully got there, please just, you can follow through. But those that are still struggling, we do need to move on.
Right, so you should be filling in those questions. Okay? Yes, go. I gave you 2 minutes, like 2 minutes ago. Okay, I'll give you another 2 minutes.
No.
Are you still struggling?
Paige?
It has to be done. It's part of the process. Mine already logged into a different account.
Okay, but can you just carry on and do the chat box?
Give them 2 minutes. They'll be able to get through it. It's not that long, I promise.
It's the internet. Some of them are really struggling.
I know.
We need to move on. Yeah, you're in the right place.
What's wrong? Yeah. Okay. When you are done, it will ask you to create your own chatbot, and you're going to click on that. And then you should see what I see, and then you're going to wait. You good? You coming?
On my chat.
You coming, right? Okay. What I will also do, because I can see that it is struggling to keep up with us, what I am also going to do is I will make a step-by-step guide and send it to Unisa for the Copilot one and for the Mzuo one, or Mizuo, however, and I will send that out to you so that you can actually go back and follow it step-by-step, because I can see I think I only have 2 people who have managed, 3 people who have managed.
This whole row over here, they've managed to log in.
Okay, so you've...
There's quite a
yes,
couple.
and then at the top. So once you've gotten here, okay, you can see at the top it says verify your email. Please, no, under verify your email it says create your own chatbot. Okay, you're going to click on create your own chatbot. It's going to ask to verify your email. Do that quickly. Once again, I'm going to move on with it, and I will send you a step-by-step guide, so please do not panic. Okay? I got you. We got you. Okay. I'll make sure to get it to you by Monday latest.
Okay, once it asks to verify your email, you're going to have to go to your Outlook in your Unisa account and verify it. Okay? Go to your Outlook account. So back into your my Unisa account where your Microsoft 365 is. Go to your Outlook and verify.
Send it to David and Richard, and they'll send it to you, or whoever whoever organized this event, I'll send it to you. They should know who is here.
Yes, there's a register for everybody.
The register. We've got the register. Okay, cool. Attention. Oh, that actually worked. Some people looked.
If it doesn't come through to your inbox, please look in your junk mail. It might be there.
I'm going to move on now so that I can finish showing you. So that once you get to data or Wi-Fi that works, you can do it. Okay. So here, right, we're going to go to build a chatbot. Of course. Yeah, let me get my verification quickly. Let me quickly verify. Come on. Okay.
Okay, there's your Musa verification.
Okay, right. Then click on the link, yeah. So you'll just follow the instructions to verify. Once you're verified, but just for now, just look here. You can, like I said, I'll send you a step-by-step guide, and you will have the recording. You can decide which one you want to do. So you can do a custom or AI generated. So I'm going to go for custom just because I prefer that. And the only reason why I would say Copilot over this one is because this one you can't put in a knowledge base. Okay? However, this one you can share if you are doing a group study or anything. So it's very much the same. You'll put in your title, and then you'll do your AI instructions. So what will your AI do? So please will you help me with my psychology? Make sure to give me multiple choice questions, short answer questions, etc., etc. And then you can choose your grade, and as you can see, there's university, which is why I said for now we're going to put tertiary education under there. And then you're going to name your AI and upload or generate a picture. And then you have your other options. So I'm going to do this quickly. Yeah, let's name him Bob. And Bob will, let me type with two hands here.
So the AI instruction will be your prompt, what you want from it and how you want it. All right? So that whole question about prompt engineering, about learning how to prompt correctly, it takes time. Sometimes I talk to Copilot because it understands what's going on in my head better than what my typing is. So Paige is typing a very long prompt. And I'm seeing some interesting prompts being typed on the side as well.
Right, so the thing with prompting is the more specific you are, the better your result will be, okay? So at the moment, this is quite a short one. You're allowed 1,000 characters, okay? And My prompt says, this AI will assist with psychology by giving me multiple choice questions, which will get more challenging after every question. Please give constructive feedback and use kind language. Like I said, I'm basically a child in a grown-up's body, so I will get offended. And I'm going to choose university level. There we go. And our AI's name is Bob. And I'm going to generate a picture. Let's see. What should we generate? Panda in a boat. Because why not? I can do what I want. It's my bot. And hopefully it will work. If not, you can generate it outside of the AI generator and then upload it. Or you can use another picture if you'd like. Or you can even leave it blank. But that's boring, and we're not boring, so don't leave it blank. Okay, there we go. There's my little panda bear. I don't know if you guys can see him. That's Bob, right? Bob makes my heart happy. And as you can see, you can write a welcome message. So teachers often use this in their lessons for learners, where learners can interact with the bot. So if you feel like you want to be greeted every time you go speak to your bot, add in a greeting. Say, hey queen, if you want to, whatever. I'm not going to judge you. Or you can once again just leave it blank, but that's boring, and don't be boring. So don't leave it blank. I want to say, let's learn. Now, you then get to the rules. And the rules are quite important because it gives you a border or a box to work in. Okay? So here, you would say, do not give me the answer immediately. Okay? If you wanted to try figure out the question a little bit by yourself. Or you could say, ask me 20 questions for every session that I'm in. Or whatever, right? This is where you put in the border of what you want your AI to do. Now you're probably thinking, Paige, why did you tell me that I can't have a knowledge file? Well, you can. You just have to pay. Right? So if you want to put in a knowledge file, that's fine. You can pay for it. I'm not. So I'm not putting in a knowledge file, okay? And then because I'm not paying for this, this is accessible to the public. So if you really wanted to go find my Milo bot, I could give you the information. You can go find Milo, or Bob in this case. And you can see that there's a thumbnail picture and a description. So if you want it to be open to others, so let's say you're a kind human being and you know that people struggle with psychology, so you make a psychology bot that anyone can access. That's what you would put in there. And you'd be able to choose your subject as well. I don't even think it has psychology. It does not. So we're going to say other. Yes? Which part? Oh, okay. So, are we talking about the thumbnail for other people to see? Upload. Okay. So here, you can have your picture, which will be like the icon of what the bot, you find with that. And you find with the name. So it's this part here. Upload. So that's for your knowledge file. So if you're doing psychology or mathematics or whatever, you can take that information and put it in there. However, that you have to pay for the paid version of Mizuho. I'm using the free version, so I'm not going to be using that. And then the thumbnail, so because we're not paying, it's not private. So this will be able to be accessible by anyone, right? So your thumbnail would be the picture that where you would say psychology or mathematics, and the description would be what is your bot about. So in this case, it would be use this bot to help you test your psychology knowledge for year 1 university or whatever. Right, are we good? Now you can see here that it says audio, and then it's got a picture of a lady, right? What that means is, should you need to have somebody read to you, so perhaps you can't see or you struggle with your reading, you're able to actually have it read back to you, and you can talk to the bot. So you can ask it questions, and it can respond to you through sound. You can choose a male or female voice, but unfortunately, those are the only two options that we have at this point. Are we good? You can then see we have a preview, so we're going to try it, and I'm going to say start, and it's preparing. Click on preview. There we go. Now my Bob is going to say something. So Bob has now asked me my first question, and it says, "Hi Paige, excited to start this journey with you. Your first question is, what is the primary focus of cognitive psychology?" And I wish I paid attention in first year. Let's see. Does anyone do psychology in here? I heard a yeah. Who yad? No, not you. You do psychology. Which answer is it? Yeah, you don't want to say it in case you're wrong, hey. Yeah, I see. Okay. I'm going to go for it. What's the worst that can happen? I also think it's A. Let's try A. I'm going to try A, and I hope I'm not going to embarrass myself in front of a room full of people. But that's okay. This happens on a regular basis. Okay? It's C. Okay, that's fine. But do you see how he responds to me now? He says, it's a good try, but this is the answer, and this is why. So I suppose we could even say, please explain before moving on. Let's see if you'll do that. And if anything goes wrong in this point, you can go and change something in your instructions. So let's say he doesn't explain. I can go and say, please explain. And that's part of its instructions. So here he explains about a psychoanalytic perspective developed by Freud, etc., and fancy words. Are we good? Now, once this is done, you can publish it, and you can use it, and you can share it with all of your friends, if you have, or study buddies, if you don't have. Are we good? How many people were actually able to follow along doing this? Are you laughing because I went too fast or because you couldn't get it to work?
He's still waiting for his verification email.
Okay, so a few people were able to do this along with me. Right. Then I do just want to give you one more study tip. Once again, I will send this out. I'll make you a whole beautiful pack and send it with hugs and kisses, I promise. Okay? And actually, Sir David used this tool earlier in his presentation, so I guess I'm going to give you a bit of an insight to your lecturers. So sorry if there's any lecturers here. Whoops. And I'm going to send the link, but otherwise you can just write down the address. It's something called Napkin AI, and it's free. Have any of you used Napkin? You want to use Napkin because it's going to help. And what Napkin will do is you'll give it a whole section of information, right? And once you've put in that whole section of information, it puts it into an infographic for you, right? So I'm going to quickly go and... Yes. Something else. This is a new thing. It's an out-of-it thing. This is just for you to take down the... what's the word? And don't copy me now. Don't copy me now. Okay, you'll see what I'm doing now. So quickly I'm generating a passage, and you'll see why. And the nice thing about Napkin is you can take however long passage. Okay, this one's turning out to be like heckin' long. There we go. Okay, and you're going to take it, and you're going to take your piece of information, and you put it into Napkin, okay? Now, can you see these little lightning bolts on the side? When you click on that, it scans the information and puts it into an infographic for you. and it completely summarizes. Do you see how I can tell that David used it? Right? And here, it's taken all of the information at the top and put it in at the bottom for me to understand. In a quick and easy way, especially for study notes. Because remember, study notes, you don't want there to be too much information. It's going to affect how you remember. You can have it in different formats. So maybe you want it with little butterflies. Maybe you want with frogs. I love frogs. Frogs are amazing, but that's a side point. Right? And then, once you've chosen one, I actually think I'm going to stick with the frogs, because why not? I can then choose what style. Let's do this one. And I can still further edit it if I would like. So it's taken initial exploration, major approaches, research methods, key areas to a deeper understanding, and it's put it all into pictures. Does anyone know why that's important? Does anyone know the learning style that makes it important? Visual learners, fantastic. If I had a prize, I would give it to you, but you can get an air high five. Woo! Okay? And that is very basically how Napkin works. So if I was you, I would take this down. It's called Napkin AI. And use it. It is a tool that is free for you to use. Do not make the mistakes I made. Use AI to your advantage. But don't cheat. Okay, I think I'm done.
Great, awesome. Thank you so much, Paige. So we know that it was a lot and very quickly, but
I will send. Don't worry,
just
I
two
got
questions
you,
quickly.
don't worry.
What is Microsoft's AI agent called? Copilot. Thank you very much. Well done. And the last app that Paige just showed you now, what does Napkin do?
Napkin is an AI for schooling as well. It's an AI for learning.
What does Napkin do?
Oh, okay.
What does Paige just do?
Summarize information to make it easy to understand in a pictorial format.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Back over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Can you give them a hand, please? Is there any question before I release Ms. Page? Any questions?
I feel like there's lots of questions, ma'am, but I feel like I'll get them in an email.
Oh, okay. Did you please leave your email?
I will keep my email somewhere.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. I'm now on the last presenter, Mr. Ramdath, who's going to take us through exam preparation. Over to you, Mr. Ramdath. He is the digital learning advisor at Ekurhuleni. You are also welcome to contact him after this his presentation. Whoever is controlling Teams, please check questions on the chat.
Oh, okay.
Please, if there are questions on the chat. Okay, are you ready? Okay, while he's preparing, there's a question here.
When you say Ekurhuleni, you mean here? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we are in Ekurhuleni. Apology. I'll keep on referring to it as Ekurhuleni because I'm from Sunnyside. Apology for that. Yeah, we are under Gauteng, but during my presentation, I indicated Gauteng has got 5 offices: Sunnyside, Ekurhuleni, which is here in Davidton, Vaal in Vereeniging, Florida in Roodepoort, and Johannesburg, Gandhi Square. That's where you'll get all our 5 offices, okay? Yes, thank you so much. I know you are tired now, but can you give us just 15 minutes? for the last presentation. Okay? Can I hear yes? Yes. This side only. This side. Can I hear yes? Yes. Please, the last 15 minutes. Okay? Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh, there you go. Okay. Good afternoon, students, and welcome to today's workshop. Firstly, I would like to welcome my guests, the students and fellow colleagues. Thank you for joining me today. My objective is to take you through to examinations and the Unisa proctoring tools. I think so you guys are much more interested in that because we are upon the examination season now, coming October, November. And let me introduce myself. I'm Mr. Nivesh Ramdat, and I'm from the Technology Enhanced Learning Unit. And this unit is present in all our regional offices, okay? And you heard in the morning people referring to the acronym DLA. Basically, it stands for Digital Learner Advisor. And we are based at all our regional centers, okay? Let's go to the next slide. Oh, sorry about that. It went way forward, okay. Okay, firstly, the purpose of our unit is we try to integrate technology in our teaching and learning. In other words, our department basically, especially for new students, Unisa students, we assist you when it comes to your online platform, which is the My Unisa platform. We actually assist you in accessing your assignments, accessing your study material. We also go through to your MyLife email account. So it's a new platform because you must remember we have moved from our normal paper-based operations to an online operation. So all of our material is now gone online. And we are going to now assist students in how to submit their assignments using the My Unisa platform, okay? But today, we are going to discuss the three proctoring platforms that we are using during our examinations. The first one is the Moodle proctoring tool. That's one of them that we are going to be using. The second one is the Invigilator app. And the third one is the Iris proctoring tool. So these are the three proctoring tools you are going to be using when it comes to your exams. Now, students, all you guys belong to different colleges, isn't that so? Okay? We've got College of Education, we've got College of Accounting Science, and so on. And each college uses a different proctoring tool. So you need to know which proctoring tool you are going to be using. Most of the time, the lecturer will tell you, okay, if you are doing accounting sciences, you're going to be using Iris. If your module is African languages, you're going to be using Invigilator app, and so on. But if they do not tell you that, I will show you on the My Unisa platform where you can actually put in your module code, and it will tell you which proctoring tool you're going to be using, okay? So if you are not aware at this stage, there is a way on the Unisa platform where I can show you where you can enter your module code, and it will tell you what proctoring tool you are using. Now, let's start with the Moodle proctoring. Now, the Moodle proctoring students, this tool is built into to the MyUnisa platform. Okay? It is built into the MyUnisa platform, meaning you do not need to download or install any apps when using this proctoring tool. So, which means that when you go into your My Exams link, right, and go to your examinations, it will automatically open your camera on your laptop. So in order to use the Moodle proctoring tool, you have to have a laptop with a camera or a desktop with a webcam, okay? So it is not an app, it is built on the MyUnisa platform, and the Moodle proctoring tool is for MCQ or quiz assessments only, and it captures your picture via a webcam to identify who's attempting that particular multiple choice assessment, okay? For the webcam proctoring tool to function, you need to provide the camera and screen sharing permissions. So you have to give permission for this app or for this Moodle proctoring for it to access your camera. If you do not, students, it will not allow you to go further, okay? So you have to give permission to this particular proctoring tool. And any interference with the camera picture covering or pointing it to a different direction where you are not visible will be taken as academic misconduct. So please, if you are using this tool, do not try to interfere with the camera. It will flag you, okay? So students, Moodle proctoring, no need for download. It is on the MyUnisa platform. You simply access your exams and it will automatically open up your, or ask you permission to open up your camera. Can you see it says to continue with this quiz attempt, you must open your webcam and will take some of your pictures randomly during the quiz. And once you do that, then it will tell you attempt quiz now. If you do not give permission, this button will be you'll not be able to access it, okay? And once you have done that, then your exams will then begin. Any questions on the Moodle proctoring while we're here? Is it not clear in any way that you do not download anything, nothing on your laptop, nothing on your smartphone? Yes, ma'am? Yes, if your camera is not opening automatically, then you have to go to your control panel, go to camera settings, and allow your camera to access that particular app or proctoring tool. So please check your settings if your camera access is allowed. Most of the time, it is turned off, and that's where we have a problem. Also, some laptops, they have a little lid that you can move up and down to open your camera and close your camera. Just check if that is opened. Okay, that's also a common problem that we come across. Okay, right. The next one, students, is the Invigilator app. Now, this one is very different. Okay, because now this one is an app, which means you have to download it on your smartphone. It is not on the laptop. Okay? So you have to download the Invigilator app on your smartphone. Now, the important thing to note about this Invigilator app and why I mentioned it earlier on, if you are not supposed to use the Invigilator app according to your lecturer, and you download it and try to register, it will not accept your My Life email account, which is the account that we're going to use to register on the app, because your lecturer registers you on the app if you are going to be using that app. But if your module is not using Invigilator app and you're trying to register on it, it will not accept your My Life email account. So please understand that. Do not download the app if your module does not call for it. Because when you register for it, it will not recognize you because your module is not using that app. Okay? So make sure before you download it, check if you are using the app or not. So you will download it on your smartphone, and basically the invigilator, it is a smartphone-based tool that allows non-venue-based assessment to be written in a more controlled and monitored environment. In other words, we use it to monitor you if you're not writing your exams on the Unisa premises. That's what it's basically telling you there. Then we go to the description of it. The Invigilator app works on any smartphone device, okay? Not on your laptop, on the smartphone. It is not battery or data intensive and assists the assessors to mitigate the risk associated with non-venue based assessments. Basically, it helps us to make sure that your integrity of the exams is intact. How many of you did the integrity module already? Very good, okay? So the integrity module that you have done is to make sure that you are honest in your exams. It may seem trivial to you, but it is far more reaching, because if Unisa is seen as conducting exams that can be written by other people, do you think they're going to recognize your qualification? They won't. So integrity is very, very important, right? To be honest when you write your exams. Because before Invigilator app, before even IRIS was introduced, many students was getting away with other people writing their exams for them. And if you look at our College of Accounting Sciences, they are so strict with accounting modules. Those students must come to the campus to write their exams. They're not accepting Invigilator app and Moodle. They are using IRIS, but the condition is you must write on the Unisa premises under invigilation, because when you come out as an accountant, as a CA, you have to have that integrity that you can do the books for a particular company, okay? So, yeah, the Invigilator app works on the smartphone, and you have to download it from one of your online stores like Google Play, App Store, or App Gallery. So you need to download it first, okay, onto your smartphone. Then you will have to register for it. Just like all your platforms, if you are using Facebook or WhatsApp, before you can use the app, you have to register for it, which basically means, if you look on the screen, you'll have to select Unisa as your institution, your student number, then you'll have to give him your first name, last name, and your email account. Which email account are you going to be using to register for this app? Yes, the MyLife email account. Do not use your Google email account, your boyfriend's email account, or your neighbor's. Okay? It's your MyLife email account. And then you'll have to use your student number, your mobile for cell phone number, and then you'll have to create a password. Now, many students think that they must use their MyUnisa password here. No, you don't have to. You can if you want to, but this is a total different app. You can create your own password for this app, okay? So you have to create a password when you are using this app, okay? And then, once you have registered and filled in your information, you have to verify your account. As you heard with the early presenters, you have to perform some verification, meaning you have to confirm whatever information you put in when you registered is actually yours. And how do they do that? Is they send a verification code to your MyLife email account. So now you have to go to your MyLife email account, access your MyLife email account, and you'll see a message from Invigilator app appearing there with a code. You take that code, you go back to your app, and then you insert it onto the app to verify that you are the one have received the code, and now your app can be functional. If you do not do these steps, students, your app will not work, okay? But it doesn't end there. Your app will then do a calibration of your device, which means it's going to test if your camera is working, your microphone is working, and before it actually completes its setup, right? It will ask you to even take some pictures to check that your camera is working. So you'll have to follow those setting up steps before the app is completely set up, okay? So once you calibrate your phone, then it will ask you for what is called a master selfie. A master selfie is basically a picture of yourself. And with all due respect, students, if you are wearing any kind of head cover or cap or a hat, preferably even your glasses, if you can remove them, when you take this master selfie of your face, because this photo will be used against the picture that is going to be sent when you are writing your exams. When they're recording your picture during your exams, they're going to compare. Is it the same one that you captured when you were setting up? And who is the person writing the exams? Okay? So don't put your friend to write your exams, okay, unless you got a twin. All right, so, yeah, so make sure that, your face must be in the outline position, your face must be well lit, and they give you some instructions, okay? You cannot take a picture of your ID or student cards in the place of your facial picture. Right, so once you capture your master selfie, then and only then will you be able to log in to your Invigilator app, and it will recognize you as a student of Unisa because you have registered your details earlier on, and then you'll be able to use it in the examinations. Okay, any questions so far? Come, students, I know it's after lunch. All right, so how does it work now? How does it work? How will you use it? Okay, so when you write your exams, you are going to go to which link to get your exam? Who knows? Where do we get our exam? Yes, ma'am. Yes, very good. So many students are under the impression that you must log into My Modules to get your exams. No, it's not there. It's not under My Admin. It's not under your My Life email account. It's just below that. You'll see a link that says My Exams. You click onto My Exams, and then you are required to log in. And what do you think you're going to use to log in to your My Exams link? What credentials? Yes, ma'am. Your My Life, yes, your My Life email account together with your My Unisa password. So it's not a different email account or it's not a different password, okay? So we're using the same thing on the My Life email, on the My link, sorry, the My Exam link. So once you get in, it will open up a page. It will tell you Unisa exams October, November, and then there'll be a list of dates, like, 1st of October, 2nd of October, and so on. Then what you must do is, according to your timetable, if you are writing on the 2nd of October, you'll click on the 2nd of October, and then all the modules that are based or to be written on the 2nd of October will be listed under the 2nd of October. You get that? So you must know your module code. The next step that you'll do is you'll click on your module code, and then it will open up, and then it will ask you to enter, to log in using your My Unisa and My Life email account, and then your question paper will be then open up. Now, with the Invigilator app, in order for it to start, they will give you a code. It will be either on your question paper, or it will be in the form of a QR code. So once you open your paper on the laptop, and you'll see your question paper with a QR code, if your scanner is not working, they give you an option with numbers that you can enter. So you need to scan that code on your Invigilator app on your smartphone before you start the exams. And then you will activate the Invigilator app. And you keep the phone on the side while you're doing your exams on your laptop or your desktop. Then what happens thereafter? The phone will then beep. Make sure your volume is on high, because each time it beeps, it's going to ask you to perform a task that you need to record on the app. For example, it'll tell you, okay, please take a selfie of yourself. You have to take the selfie of yourself, and then you put it down, and you continue with your exams on your computer. Okay? It is recording the sounds and everything that's happening, because remember, the microphone is also on. Then as it goes again, it'll beep again. It'll tell you, take a picture of your script. Then you go and scan your script, whether it's on the laptop, or it should be on the laptop because we are typing out our exams. And you go through those instructions. Then it will ask you, after a few minutes, it'll give you another beep. It will tell you, take a photo of your ID. It can be your ID or your student card. Can you see how it's monitoring you now? There's nothing happening on your laptop or your desktop. Everything is happening on the phone, okay? And once you have finished your exams, all the information that you have captured on the Invigilator app is going to be uploaded and sent to be verified. Now, tell me, I scanned my examination question paper on the app, and I sent it to, that's what the instruction was, and that's so. Is it taken as I have submitted my exams? No, very good. That is not a submission of your exam, students. And this was one of the first mistakes that our first lot of students had. You know, they were under the impression that if they scanned their scripts on the Invigilator app, it was taken as a submission of their exams. No, it's not. The My Exams platform is the only platform where you're going to submit your answer sheet. Because under My Exams, it will give you an option to upload your answer sheet, okay? And that's where you will upload. The time for you to upload, the time for you to activate your Invigilator app, please, each lecture will give you a set time. It can be 30 minutes, it can be 15 minutes, it can be 2 hours, just depends on the module, okay? There is a time that they give you to upload your exams to cater for any technical errors or any glitch that you may have, okay? So that's how the Invigilator app works, together with your laptop on the smartphone, okay? I hope that is clear. Then the last one, students, is the IRIS. This one now is basically the College of Science Science Engineering uses the IRIS, and the College of Accounting Sciences. Other colleges will be implementing it. I'm not too sure when, because IRIS is a bit more intense when it comes to the invigilation. And now IRIS, remember the first one we told you, the Moodle tool? You don't download, it's already built into the My Exams platform. The Invigilator app is an app that you have to download on your smartphone from the various online stores that you can. This one does not work on a smartphone. It works on a laptop. You have to download it on the laptop, and you'll see it is much more, the control measures that it has is very, very intense. IRIS Invigilation is a software program. You see, it's a program, not an app on the App Store, but that helps provide Unisa staff with assurance of assessments integrity during online and remote assessments. IRIS records audio, video, and computer screen activity for the duration of your test or exams. Now, what does it mean is when IRIS is activated, you cannot, if you open up My Exams and you are attempting your exams, if you open up any other websites in the background, it will flag it. You cannot go to Google, you cannot go to any AI programs to assist you. It's going to record everything on your screen as well as your surroundings. Okay? So it is much more intensive. It's not like the Invigilator app where it's on a separate device. What you're doing on the computer here, is not being tracked. So the iris actually tracks everything that you're doing on your computer. And there it will actually, it's going to work with the camera also. You'll see your face at the bottom there, okay? And when iris is activated, it will record a video of you captured through your computer webcam. Every few seconds, it will take a screenshot, in other words, of your desktop, of whatever is showing on your computer screen. As I told you, if you open anything in the background, it's going to flag it, okay? Now, to install Iris, you have to go to Chrome Web Store. That's where we're going to find this particular software. It's on Chrome Web Store. And then you will have to search for Iris. We search for Iris on Chrome Web Store, okay, under extensions. And once you find Iris, it will appear like this. This is how Iris looks, okay? And then you'll have to say add to Chrome. You're going to click to add it to Chrome. So Iris sits on your browser on Chrome. There's nothing else you have to do. Once it's on your Chrome, then when you go to the My Exams platform, and if you are writing a module that requires Iris to be used, you don't have to activate it. It's already linked to your exam paper. Once you open your exam paper, Iris will automatically open up, okay? Then it's going to ask you for your student number, your name, your surname. It will also ask you to activate your microphone. It will ask you to take a picture of your student card. And also, it will ask you to capture live your entire room. You have to take your laptop and you have to turn it around to see the entire venue. Are you aware of that? Yeah, so no copying, eh? It's going to take a picture of your entire room, then you put it down, then it's going to ask you for the permission to share your screen. How many of you, like those of you who use the SAR, the SARS website, the tax website, I don't know if you do, but they have the software in place that if you have a problem filling in your tax return, you can actually call them and then you give them permission to view your screen. And the consultant there can actually see your screen on his side. And then they can tell you where you are going wrong. SARS has that capability. Do you know that? Okay. So on the same technique, when you click on share screen, whatever you're doing on the screen here, Iris is recording it on its database on wherever it's sitting. That's why it says share screen. If you don't click share screen, it won't go any further. You have to say share screen. Okay, that is done. Then at the bottom, the last step, it says start assessment. You have to click on start assessment to allow Iris to now start the recording during the course of the exams. That's all you do, and then you minimize Iris, and it'll go down onto your bottom of your taskbar, and then you'll have to do your exams. Whether it is written, you either use an exam question paper. If you were typing it, you'll open your MS Word, and you'll type it on your script. Iris is running in the background, so whatever you're typing is recording. Whoever you're talking to is going to record, so you cannot have anyone in the room, okay? Once you're done, then you don't upload the exam question paper on Iris. Remember we told you have to go back to the My Exams link. There'll be a link that will tell you upload, and then you'll upload your either typed out answer sheet onto the My Unisa My Exams platform for it to be marked. If you are using a booklet, then you'll have to scan the booklet if they require you to scan it. Send it to your MyLife email account. It will come onto your laptop, then where you're going to download it. Once it's downloaded, you attach that scanned copy on the My Exam platform for marking. So that's how IRIS works if you are using IRIS. Okay? So any questions so far, students? Yes, ma'am. I've got 2 questions, yes. Sorry? You're allowed to look down and do calculations. As long as what you're looking down at is not an open textbook, it'll be fine. Yeah, no, they're not that strict. If you're going to look down and do calculations, yes, yeah, they allow you. They allow you, but obviously, you cannot look at at an open book or a textbook, things like that. Yes, another question.
So I want to find out, with the camera looking at you while you're writing mathematics, how are you expected to write mathematics? I'm a first-year student, so I don't really know how it works.
Well, now what you mean, the camera looking at you, how you're going to write mathematics, how is that going to disturb you, sir?
How do you, what's the process of writing a subject like maths
Mm-hmm.
on a computer? How does it work?
Okay, so now let me get this straight. You are a mathematics student. Give me an example of a question that you may want to answer in mathematics. What would they ask you like in mathematics? Okay, so you're going to be simplifying. Okay, there's a question. Yeah, there's an answer there.
Yeah, unless if you've got a software that has got formulas, otherwise you need to write, as he said, you write on your answer book, you scan it. But if you can type those formulas, then you continue to type on Word and then upload. There's another one.
Okay, let's go on. Who's the other question? Okay, yes, sir.
It's the same question as him, but it's on.
Yeah, it's on.
If you are writing an exam, for example, me, I'm also a first-year student. The exam says it will be a multiple choice exam, and we will be using IRIS. And the questions I did, there was an assessment which used IRIS. The assessment didn't, I don't know, maybe there was a problem, maybe. But it flagged me, but it did not flag me when I looked down. Yes, it flagged me when I looked down. So how, when we are writing, will it be an irregularity or?
So did they give you the reason they flagged you because you looked down? Did they tell you that?
It said it did not see the face. So.
And were you wearing a hat when you were writing the exams?
No, it was only
your glasses.
Yes.
Okay. Look, I don't have a clear answer for that, because if you're just looking down, it shouldn't just flag you. I mean, if you can justify that to your lecturer, and that's why I tell my students, if anything is going wrong, I'll come to you. During your exams, take pictures of it, take screenshots of it to justify what you are saying. Like what you're telling me now is your point of view, but if you had something to show us as to exactly what transpired, then we can make an informed, assessment of it. So that's why if you have any problems during your exams, whether it's a network problem, whether it's a problem on your screen, try to take pictures and capture it. So when you're sending your motivation, that this is where that's what happened, you can substantiate your answer. I know it's hard to put your standpoint when you don't have evidence behind it. Okay, so please, just take screen photos and screenshots where possible. Yeah, I'll come to you. Sorry. Okay. Yes, sir.
Just from what you said, I just want to understand it so that I know what looking down means. Does it, because when you're writing, you are looking down on the table, right? So the looking down is like when you're looking like from the table to the floor or something. I just want to understand so that I can be aware of it. I'm imagining maybe they mean, because all the time, if you are writing on the table, you are looking on the table, isn't it, on your sheet? Yes. So this shouldn't be a problem. So I guess maybe they mean, maybe, you know, your pen falls, and then you look down to pick it up. I don't know.
Okay, no, I understand what you're saying, sir, but we can speak from evidence and experience. You can even ask my managers, line managers. We haven't come across that when our accounting students write their exams, and they bend down. Their exam to some extent is a limited open book exams. They look away. They actually look for references. So what he's saying for me, actually, it's a first, because all our accounting students, they are writing their exams on the script. They are looking away, looking down. They're going to their textbooks for reference, and none of them have been flagged. You can even ask the line managers. We didn't have such a thing. So this is the first one I'm hearing, that where you just move your eyes and you've been flagged. Because we had hundreds of students from the time they started. None of them came to tell us that they were flagged because they were looking at their reference book. It didn't happen under IRIS. I don't know if anyone from our experience, we haven't had that. You are allowed to look away and, you know, write, because it doesn't make sense if you do, you know, I mean, how are you going to look and write your script then if they're going to flag you? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to know if I'm allowed to use my student card instead of my ID when I am using an invigilating app.
Yes, I told you can either use your ID or your student card. That'll be fine. Yes, ma'am.
I would like to ask regarding when you are writing the exam, let's say maybe the exam is a 2-hour exam or 2.5. If maybe you want to go to the bathroom, how do you do it with this iris thing? With this?
Okay, no, it's a good question, and it's a common question that we have. So my answer to you is, and it is just about being prepared. I know some of us got weak bladders and personal issues, but my advice to you before you write your exam, you should know yourself, you should know your body. Don't drink a lot of water before your exams, that's one thing. And go to the loo before you start your exams. And if you have to go to the loo to answer your question, let's be realistic, okay? You cannot, go for long periods where it's going to now look like that, something suspicious is happening. You can't go away for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, it must be within reasonable time. We're not saying don't go, but, it has to be reasonable. Come on, guys. You cannot go during the exams for 2-hour exams and, go to the loo for half and 45 minutes. Unless you have a serious problem or something. Yes, sir. You have a question? You want to just give me the microphone there?
My question is that in psychology, which app or which do we use for
you want
exam?
Which tool you'll be using?
Yes.
I can show you. I don't know if I can be allowed to project again. Okay. I was just showing you guys, before we answer his question, these are our regional offices in Gauteng, Sunnyside, Ekurhuleni, where you are at, Johannesburg, Vaal, and Florida. These are our contact details of all the DLAs in the region. I think so my other line manager, Mr. Tepo, showed you that as well. So you can contact my colleagues. I'm based here in Ekurhuleni. You can see that. There are 2 of us currently. Sunnyside got quite a bit. Joburg got 3 of them there, and Florida got 2. Vaal also got 2 DLAs. Well, that is just, in love with technology. Okay, let me just go out from there, and then I want to show you, if we go to the My Unisa, I'm going to show you how to know where your modules are. That's what you want to know, no? I mean, so which proctoring tool to use?
Which tool? Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We're going to go to, can you see where it says assessment and exams?
Yes.
Right? And before we go on, students, remember we spoke about the My Exams link. There's it there. So before you go there, I just want to show you here how the My Exams link will look like. You click on it, and then you'll see how it will look. Remember I told you, it's going to say Unisa on top, a timetable for October, November exams. It will give you a list of all the exams for a particular day, starting on the 25th, which is today, right up until the end. But if I click on one of these dates, I don't think so anything will appear because no exams is taking place right away. But if they were, then the modules will appear here, you see? Then based on your module, you click on the module, and that's how you access your exams. So that's how we access your exams using the My Exams link. Now
Can
to
you
go
try
back,
one of the one on the 1st of October?
oh, sorry. Let me go there.
They say this starts on the 6th, so you won't find anything.
Oh, okay. It starts on the 6th. So let's go back. Let's go to assignments and exams. Let's go to assignments and exams. And once you click on assignment and exams, we're going to go to, can you say exams? You move there, and then you move across to your step-by-step guide for successful online exams, okay? Now, this is a very useful link, and there are lots of areas or spaces under this link where you can actually test your iris, test your Invigilator app. It will show you the steps how to do so. So please, after this, if you want to play around and know about your proctoring tool, this is where you go. And then we're going to go to the third one, or the fourth one, where it says resources for online invigilation and proctoring. You click on that, and then it's going to open up further resources for us for online invigilation and proctoring. We are interested in the second link, know your proctoring tool. Can you see that? So we are going to click on that one. And it's going to open up your 3 different proctoring tools. It has some explanations there, starting with Moodle, Invigilator app, and Iris. Each one of them got this link that says proctoring tool. Can you see that? Then you go up, you see Invigilator app has the same link as well as Moodle app. So these links, if you want to test, if you are going to be using Invigilator app, then you must go to the Invigilator one, this one here, and you click on it. It will open up a space where you can put your module code. Okay, it's just opening up now. There you can see official Unisa exams proctoring tool guide, module code. So now if you want to test to see if your module is using Invigilator app, then you'll have to know your module code. I'm going to use, let's say, AFL for African languages. There you go. And this module, if you're doing AFL 1502 right up until 2603, can you see they are using Invigilator app? So these students will not be worried about Iris or the Moodle proctoring. So this is how you check what proctoring tool your module is going to be using. You want me to go through the links again? No. Okay, no problem. Very quickly, I told you, you must know in your, this one here, your proctoring tool. And then there's all your, for Iris, you're going to click here. It will do the very same thing, students. Thank you so much for your time. Hopefully I've cleared up some stuff.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramdar. Thank you very much. Students, keep checking your Gauteng project site. Keep checking your My Life. We are currently having exam trainings. They are currently running. So if you attend them, you'll know which one you are supposed to use. I know that even your lecturers, they inform you about which proctoring tool you are going to use. Just read your announcements, my live email, and sometimes they even invite you to go through a demo where they'll show you how to access your exams. Okay, students? Are we still there? Yes. Okay, Ms. Maile, over to you, vote of thanks.
Thank you so much. Are you all good? Are you? Are you happy? Yes. What we are here for, did you get it? Yes. So you are ready to write? No, yes, no, yes? You are not ready? Okay, no, it's fine. Mine, I don't want to be that Betrachad. You know that Betrachad? Yeah, they call her Rahadwa Muloy or whatever. No, I'm the rich auntie. So mine is very, very short. I just want to say, our stakeholders, thank you so much to be here, to attend this. You know, we know that you are preparing for exams, but you are here. We just want to say thank you so much and all of the best with your exams. And to our people, the media there, you know, thank you so much for capturing this day. You know, sometimes without you, we are nothing. Right now, there are those who are online. Yes, I say sometimes because sometimes they're not here. And the people who are online, they are missing this. But today they're here. And the people who are online, they're also getting what you are getting. And to our Microsoft team, thank you so much for being here, for sharing what you have prepared our students. Thank you so much, and not only for today and other events. Please, you are welcome. Ekurhuleni is rocking, and to the organizers of today, thank you so much for making sure that today is well planned and it's executed so well. Our communication and marketing, thank you so much for making sure that you send that poster to all the students, to the social medias, so that they can see it and they don't say, or they don't come up with excuses to say that we didn't see it. So it was all over the media. Thank you so much, Ntate Mulauzi. Thank you so much, Adolf, for your presentation. I see nice packages here. Thank you so much. And also, I just want to say, as we end, because I'm the last one, that's why I don't want to stand between you and going home, because outside is not nice. But I'm going to go this way. I'll ask from the First Lady, this room, to stand up. As we say thank you, you go out and you get something. And when they are done with the last lady, you don't stand up. I'll come and say you stand up so that at least you control this. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you to the program director. I know they always leave us, okay? We've got gifts for you. Please collect one as you go out. Have a blessed and safe journey home. Bye.